Looking clean, looking good. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, yeah, yeah. What's up? Man, my fucking mouse broke. God damn it, dude. My freaking mouse. Dumb mouse. What a stupid mouse. Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen, mouse. You can't handle it. My mouse could not handle the heat. My mouse could not handle the heat. It ran away quick. Broke down. What a loser. Ran away. What a loser for mouse. You don't want that kind of... You don't want those kinds of mice around you. Anyways. You need good mice around you. Mice that you can trust. Mice that will... You don't want that... Hold you tight. No, not like that. I mean... They will be there for you. In your worst time. You get me? Hey. You get me? You need those kinds of mice. My fucking mouse broke out on me. Loser mouse. My mouse ran away. My mouse is a loser. Let's push this stuff. So we are live. This is the truth. What's up, Les Bones? What's up? I'm so excited, dude. You have such a cool stream today. What's up, everybody? Let's see what we're gonna do today. What are we gonna do today? We are talking about Kosovo. You guys probably know everything about Kosovo already, huh? I don't have to do anything. Maybe I'll just play a video and we'll watch it together. Oh, I need to fix my thumbnail. My thumbnail looks... Hey, there you are. Dude, today I just went with my generic shirt, my fuzzies. Look at that. It says, "Eat me, eat me." I'm sweet. Eat me. Nom nom. Nom nom. Man, today is gonna be a cool stream. Man, I need to start playing music in this. I'm trying to set up my whole thing. I need to start playing music. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Kosovo. We're gonna expose US. They're sanctioning Iran more while Iran is rising. Iran is just making bank. And it's so funny because the US is like, hey, we want to reach diplomatic... we want to reach a diplomatic agreement between both of us. You know, we want to have a nice safe nuclear deal. And then they go ahead and sanction them the same, like right before they do that announcement. It's fucking hilarious, dude. US sanctions increase on Iran. Alright, we'll do that. I love our government. Our government's amazing. Our government's actually insane. Our government is actually amazing. They are like genius levels. Genius levels. One video player? Really? Really? There's... My Rumble is dead. Nobody watches my Rumble. Oh, actually, wait. I literally just got another Rumble. Wait, let me see if this is legit. How do you see your comments? Literally, my Rumble is dead. Absolutely dead. Who watches Rumble anyways? Who's on Rumble? What is Rumble? What the hell is Rumble? Who watches this stuff? Here, I'm gonna change my screen. I'm here on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, YouTube is the #1 nation. Like, if you wanna, it's just has such a big audience. If you wanna get noticed, you have to put your content on YouTube. And then you have TikTok too. What's up, Where? Wait, how do you... I remember they were discussing how to say your name. War Pilgrim. What up? Was that weird how I sipped the tea? My bad, boys. My bad. Yeah, Rumble's cool. Rumble's cool. It's just that nobody's there. My channel is dead there. But let's be honest, my channel is dead here too, on YouTube. Let's be honest. Bro, I don't know what happened, man. My arm just got huge, dude. It's like solid. It's pretty nice, dude. It's amazing. I've never been this like strong before. I started watching Hamza is what happened. You guys watch Hamza? That's literally what happened. I just started watching Hamza. Yo, I fucking love streaming, dude. This is so much fun. Why the fuck can't I do this as my job? What's up, 4R, 5R, 3N? Dude, you missed in Raisin. Iran is Raisin. Is Ryzen. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Let me fix it. Actually, I like it this way. Come on, I like it without the G. I like it without the G. So we were actually gonna look at Rumble. Rumble is kind of weird. Rapid fire. Like there's like if you're on the app, it's like Tinder. You know, you swipe. You have like a bunch of content showing up on you, and you swipe left and right too. It's actually hilarious. It's actually really cool. But yeah, Worry. I bet I got it. Rumble, I mean, I like it, to be honest. I like the dark format. Look, it feels so nice. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, actually, it doesn't look that bad. I think a little bit of cleanup, like on the edges, just less squariness. You know, like more roundness. And this fucking thing is live. Like this is. I mean, it is really. I think it is a competitor to YouTube, but it's gonna be a serious competitor. You know. All right, let's just jump in. Let's just jump into the first story because I think I want to get this done quickly so we can try to watch Alex Jones. I want to watch Alex Jones later on and Glenn Greenwald, some based interview. It's insane, man. I can't believe they call them right-wingers all the time. Did you guys see? Did you guys see how Jimmy Dore, he just reported the story and I fucking feel based as fuck because I was like on the same angle exactly. Bro, I gotta stop sipping in front of the mic. Or I need to start doing ASMR. You guys tell me. I hear ASMR get the best reviews. They have no hate ever. Maybe I should do ASMR. Nobody hates on ASMRs. Is this better or more light? More light or less? Less light, alright? I don't know what to do with this fucking thing. I don't know, this might look worse. Alright, we'll do this. Ow! Let's do it! Let's do it. Yeah, rapid fire, yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. So. Kosovo. Oh, Kosovo. Oh, Kosovo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kosovo. Oh, baby, oh. Kosovo. Kosovo. Whoa. Man. Alright, let's do this. So, Kosovo. How do you say it, Kosovo? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. How do you say it, Kosovo? I'm gonna be professional here. Let's start this. So Kosovo has basically, man. So what's happening is, you probably know about the story. What happened is Yugoslavia used to be Yugoslavia. Now it's broken up to 6 regions, and Kosovo is a region that's breaking from Serbia, originally Yugoslavia. And so there are tensions now in Kosovo, and they have just been heightened. And the reason we're talking about this is because the United Nations are actually in Kosovo right now, and that's why we're talking about this. This is serious. because they just disguise themselves as the Kosovo Federal Authority or Army or something, and then they show up and try to take control of the situation. What happened was that Kosovo wanted to retaliate against Serbia because Serbia doesn't recognize Kosovo as its own independent nation. So they don't allow for Kosovo's license plate to be driven in Serbia. Therefore, Serbia banned them, and you have to have Serbian license plates in order to drive your car in Serbia, even if you're a Kosovian. And so Kosovo retaliates with the same. This happened last year, and ended up with a bunch of riots. And the same thing happened, but what happened was they postponed it to this year. And then what happens is the Serbs, the northern Serbs, the Serbs that live in next to North Kosovo, they're very upset because they come and go from there, and they don't want to have to pay these extra fees. Or also, they don't just recognize the independence of this nation, I guess. And it's a big disrespectful thing for the Serbs there. So they're retaliating. They blocked huge major roads into the borders of Kosovo, and that's what forced the UN army, which is the KFOR, the Kosovan Federal Army, to go in and try to, and actually did break up the protesting, and they broke up the blockade. And so we'll watch this video. We'll talk a little bit more about the history of Kosovo, and then we'll discuss what is the possibility of the future, because what happened is they delayed this ruling that any Serbian coming to Kosovo has to have Kosovian license plates. They've stopped this law from going into effect until September 1. What's going to happen, though, is it's probably just going to increase tensions again within the next month. So let's see if there's any way out. I don't know, maybe we should be hopeful, but I would like to show you guys this video. It will help explain a little bit more about the situation, but it's very similar to what I just said.
On July 31st, as hundreds of ethnic Serbs in the northern part of the country blocked traffic towards the Jerinje and Brnjak crossings with Serbia by parking heavy vehicles and machinery on roads. Kosovo police later closed the two border crossings after unknown gunmen allegedly fired on officers.
Allegedly, I don't know if that's a true story. I've never heard of those reports. This is the first place, TRT World is the first place I've heard about this alleged gunfiring that spawned the Kosovian police. I thought they just showed up because of the blockade, but okay.
Here's what you need to know. Pristina planned to introduce a law requiring...
Pristina is Kosovo's recognized capital to the Kosovians. So Pristina is the capital of Kosovo.
Serbs living in Kosovo to have Kosovo license plates and extra documentation in order to cross the border. It would also have required all Serbian citizens to obtain an extra document at the border granting them permission to enter Kosovo. Belgrade has similar requirements in place for people entering its territory from Kosovo. But after tensions ran high, the Kosovo government delayed the implementation of planned rules for 30 days.
So they just delayed the implementation of the rule that we just discussed. Forehead, I see your notification. That's, I don't know, I guess that's unfortunate. I'm not going to cry about it. We're here every day anyways. So it's not going to stop me from this work. So we see that Kosovo, I guess the government decided to postpone this till next month. This ruling that everybody has to have this Kosovian license plate. It's only going to piss off the Serbians again, so I don't know where this is going to end. I guess they're just buying some time to buy, I don't know, to enter into NATO or something. We'll discuss this here after this video. I'll show you guys that there are some other angles that are affecting Kosovo's decisions here. And they are coming from NATO, and basically they're promised exactly the same promises that Ukraine had, and I think that's what's spawning this whole thing, to be honest with you. But we'll discuss this after this video.
Predominantly inhabited by Albanians, Kosovo broke away from Serbia in 1999 and declared its independence in 2008. It is recognized by more than 100 countries, including the US, the UK, France, Germany, and Turkey. Serbia does not recognize Kosovo's independence and continues to lay claim to the territory.
Serbia, Russia, China, they don't recognize Kosovo's independence.
50,000 Serbs living in Kosovo's north refuse to recognize institutions under the capital, Pristina, and use license plates and documents issued by Serbian authorities. Years-long efforts to resolve the issue have failed so far, and
we're heading to World War III. Man, I don't know. All I see is that when they say we're bringing diplomacy, it means it's they're bringing weapons and war.
a similar situation arose in September 2021. The reciprocity plan has once again been postponed until September 1st, after Kosovo held discussions with European and US partners.
So I think that's the gist of the case. As you guys see, Kosovo is basically still pressuring on Serbia to recognize their independence. They're still pressuring on them. They're not letting off. And I'm going to show you guys that there is some NATO help. That's why they feel so strong to do this, so strongly to do this. They're not worried. They have promises exactly like Zelensky had. And I'm sure there is some kind of money under the table going on. Like Zelensky got rich as crazy from this. And so that's probably what's happening here. So this is an amazing website, by the way, if you guys want to look into this. TASS, the Russian news agency. Pretty interesting. Pretty straightforward reporting. I mean, I don't know. I just found about this. They could be misleading, but this is a cool source to look into, guys. And they have this article here. And they talk a lot about the ins and really the history of this conflict. So there's a European integration issue between Kosovo. Maybe nobody's actually discussed this before. Let's read this. Serbia's foreign policy envisages. I honestly didn't even look this up. Envisages, what the hell does that mean? Contemplate or conceive of a possibility of a desired future. So the process envisages accession to the European Union while maintaining friendly relations with Moscow and Beijing. Interesting policy here. They want to maintain friendly relations with Moscow and Beijing, but still enter the European Union, as well as developing ties with Washington. Belgrade intends to maintain military neutrality and avoid joining NATO and other military and political blocs. Belgrade is another province that is trying to that's not recognized by Serbia and is trying to get its own recognition as well, by the way. Serbia has been reportedly told that European integration will be possible only on two conditions: the recognition of Kosovo's independence. So Serbia has been repeatedly told that European integration will be possible. So Serbia wants to get into the EU. And the only way for it to do that is to recognize Kosovan independence and terminate friendly relations with Russia. But it doesn't want to do that because it wants to go into the EU while keeping good relations with these countries. So it's creating a small issue. Also, the autonomous Serbian province of Kosovo and Metohija declared independence unilaterally in February 2008. Lately, it has been actively trying to join international organizations, including UNESCO and Interpol, and obviously the EU. More than 60 countries, including Russia, India, and China, as well as 5 EU member states, are against Kosovo's recognition. Earlier, the prime minister of one of those nations is Turkey. The prime minister of unrecognized Kosovo, Albin Kurti, said at the Atlantic Council seminar in Washington that Pristina wished to join NATO and the EU on May 12. Unrecognized Kosovo applied for the Council of Europe's membership. So you guys understand there are tensions. Serbia and Kosovo, somehow both of them want to enter the EU. Honestly, I need to read more about this. I'm very uncultured when it comes to NATO, NATO superpower. But it looks like Serbia and Kosovo want to enter the NATO alliance. But they're actually, Serbia doesn't recognize Kosovo, so maybe it wants to enter Kosovo into the NATO alliance as Serb or as Serbia, and so that's probably where the tensions are rising. Maybe they have to take over Kosovo first, then they can enter into NATO, or I'm not really understanding this completely, but we understand that there are tensions and they're being created by the prospect of joining NATO and the EU, and that's where it spawns everything. So let's start, guys. I want to show you guys this video. It'll explain. Actually, it's not this one. Which one was it? No. I know where it was. It was right here. Another Russia. What is Kosovo? Ah, right here. You guys.
Abortion is highly regulated in.
I think, if anything, I can at least help you guys understand a little bit about Kosovo and the history of Yugoslavia and what happened. I think that would be beneficial if at least I do that in the segment. If we didn't, because I know we knew about this. We knew that Kosovo was having some tensions between. What's up, Atres? Pelosi going all in. Really? I'm not sure. They haven't confirmed yet, but I see some reports that she is. I guess because she didn't confirm, they're assuming that she is going. I don't know. Or she didn't disconfirm. I guess that's why they're assuming. But yeah, I see some reports on that. But yeah. So looks like Serbia and Kosovo. I obviously the story has not even begun, to be honest with you. Although this story is started a long time ago, and we're gonna see here in a minute. It has not even begun. We're gonna see a lot of tension. What I think is happening is exactly what happened. It's the exact playbook that's happening in Ukraine. The U.S. comes in, increase national tensions, and feeds up these national groups in these countries. These national groups break up from these countries and then demand more weaponry from NATO and the U.S. in order to do their bidding. And I think what's happening here is they're just asking for more time to either come up with more, to get more weaponry, or to come up with legislation to get more weaponry from NATO. That's, I think, what's happening. So they're just stalling and postponing the inevitable, and it's worrisome because I don't think there's going to be a diplomatic solution. I think there is a possibility for a diplomatic solution in this case. It's very easy. We just kind of let go of these re-registration papers and I guess, I don't know, declare neutrality. I'm not sure, but I honestly need to read more about this. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying there might not be a diplomatic solution to this case. But let's listen a little bit and see the history of Kosovo and Yugoslavia in general, the Serbs, and it's pretty interesting history.
Joseph Tito, who had kept Yugoslavia together since World War II, died in 1980, just as the USSR began reforming and the Yugoslav economy began to decline.
Joseph Tito was a huge figure. He's the only reason Yugoslavia held itself together for all these years, before it started breaking apart. Of course, then big boy Uncle Sam showed up with the money. The IMF showed up.
The IMF agreed to loan Yugoslavia money, but required a series of reforms which worsened unemployment, decentralized the Communist Party, and helped fuel nationalism. However, who became nationalistic first is still a matter of debate. So, to explain Yugoslavia briefly, there were 6 republics. There were the wealthy Catholic republics of Slovenia and Croatia, who sought closer relations with Europe, the poorer Orthodox Republic of Macedonia, the Central Orthodox republics of Montenegro and Serbia, and the Muslim Republic of Bosnia. Plus, Serbia had 2 autonomous regions, Vojvodina and Kosovo. However, Kosovo was largely inhabited by Muslim Albanians, Croatia had a large Serb population, and Bosnia had a large population of Serbs and Croats. So, calls for greater autonomy grew louder throughout the 1980s, and unrest.
So greater autonomy grew in the 1980s. So already there are some regions forming after the death of Tito and the kind of the fall apart of the economy of Yugoslavia, right? After the IMF loans.
Particularly in Kosovo, where the Serbs felt persecuted by the Albanian majority. In the midst of the unrest in Kosovo, Slobodan Milosevic became a Serb.
Slobodan Milosevic. Remember that name.
Serbian hero in 1987 by promising to protect Serbs against the alleged persecution. This helped encourage a wave of protests across Yugoslavia which aimed to unite Serbia and remove any ineffective leaders. By 1989, the anti-bureaucratic revolution had succeeded in putting Milosevic and his allies in power in Serbia, Montenegro, Kosovo and Vojvodina. However, they were prevented from protesting in Slovenia by the Croatians, plus the Slovenians, who were already angry at the arrest of journalists, lent their support to the striking Kosovan miners. Angered, Milosevic imposed sanctions on Slovenian goods, but this just made Slovenia walk out of the Congress of the League of Communists in January 1990.
So some interpolitical drama, interstate drama.
Ending the Communist Party of Yugoslavia. With the collapse of the Communist Party, the first multi-party elections took place in 1990, and independence parties took power in Macedonia, Bosnia, Slovenia and Croatia. But the Serbs living in Croatia feared that the new national government may commit the same atrocities the Croatian nationalists did in World War II. So they began to form militias, while the Croatians and Slovenians began to import arms from abroad. With rising tensions and nationalism, small clashes between local forces took place, and there seemed to be no sign of a solution. So Slovenia and Croatia declared independence in June
Slovenia and Croatia declares independence in June
1991,
1991.
starting the wars. For the homogeneous Slovenia,
And it starts the war.
the war was only 10 days.
Starts the war with Serbia, I think.
The peace somewhat delayed their independence, but the federal army focused on Croatia, so Slovenia was free to break away from Yugoslavia. Meanwhile, the Serbs of Croatia had declared their own independence. Then, through a series of bloody battles, notably at Vukovar, they began to expel the Croats from their new republic, Serbian Krajina.
So Croatia and Slovenia break apart from Serbia, and at the same time they're breaking apart, Croatian Serbians wanted to break away from Croatia itself. You get me?
While the Yugoslav army lay siege to Dubrovnik, however the city never fell. As they fought, Macedonia was able to peacefully declare their own independence.
Macedonia is done for, it's out.
After a few months of fighting, the UN called for a ceasefire in Croatia in January 1992, and sent
So Macedonia declares its independence from Yugoslavia.
troops in to keep the peace. This peace allowed both the Serbians and Croatians to turn
I
their
don't know how they got I guess they're so far away. Yugoslavia was just worried. I don't know, Serbia was worried about the center.
attention to Bosnia, which they both sought to partition.
I don't know, maybe they thought of that side as more important side. Maybe they didn't care about the Asian side more, the European side was more important to them.
In March 1992, the Bosnians voted for independence, and violence erupted shortly afterwards as Bosnian Serbs declared their own independence. These Serbs pushed the Bosniaks from their new republic and lay siege to Sarajevo, while the Croat-Bosniak War erupted in July. The armies were made up mainly of volunteers and mercenaries.
Somebody said something about the illustration where...
Many of which held extremist views, mujahideen, paramilitary, neo-Nazis, etc. So, a number of
Yeah, just the typical US regime changing CIA army.
atrocities were committed by all sides. However, the Bosniaks bore the brunt of these crimes. Over the next year, the Bosniaks lost a great deal of land. However, they were able to keep control of Sarajevo and fight off some advances. But the situation changed in 1993 when Clinton became president of the USA and got involved in the conflict. The UN had imposed sanctions on Serbia and Montenegro, successfully keeping them from entering the Bosnian War directly. So, through threats of sanctions, the West managed to pressure Croatia into making peace with Bosnia in early 1994 and joined forces to fight the new Serbian republics. The Bosniaks and Croats
Bill Clinton was spot on though, for real.
pushed on land, and in mid-1995 they were aided by NATO airstrikes. With comparatively limited support, the republics of Srpska and Krajina finally had to accept peace at the end of the year. The republics were annexed by Croatia and Bosnia, and this put an end to the chance of a greater Serbia. So Yugoslavia was left only with Serbia and Montenegro. However, tensions remained high in Kosovo. Initially, independence movements in Kosovo were peaceful, but they became violent in 1996 with the foundation of the Kosovan Liberation Army, which received training and money from the West. Their attacks on Yugoslav authorities intensified until Milosevic, then president of Yugoslavia, responded, and the Kosovan War erupted in early 1998. But a year into the conflict, NATO responded by conducting a series of airstrikes on Serbia, forcing Milosevic to withdraw his troops. Milosevic was later ousted from power after a disputed election, and Yugoslavia became Serbia and Montenegro. But in 2006, a referendum narrowly passed and the two nations split. Then, with foreign troops still in Kosovo, Kosovo declared independence in 2008, however many nations have not recognized it.
So Kosovo is kind of We'll see. We'll see how the future looks. But looks, to be honest with you guys, I'm looking at reports here. Putin's press secretary could not answer a question whether an agreement with Serbia, similar to agreements on friendship, cooperation, and mutual aid with the Donbass republics, was possible. They just asked him on August 1st the issue of Serbia's possible membership in the Collective Security Treaty Organization (CSTO) has not yet been included on the agenda. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told journalists on Monday. Frankly speaking, such an issue has not even been on the agenda, the Kremlin official said, replying to a question on the matter. That said, Putin's press secretary could not answer a question whether an agreement with Serbia, similar to agreements on friendship, cooperation, and mutual aid with the Donbass republics, was possible. You know that we have allied, very sincere, and very profound relations with Serbia, so undoubtedly our relations should continue to develop and the legal base will develop, but I cannot say at the moment whether there will be such elements, he explained. And so that's what's telling me there is a possibility for a diplomatic answer to the Kosovan issue, if Russia steps in, and I mean, they're gonna try to do something like they did with the Minsk agreement. Now the only possibility is they're gonna use these agreements as a way to just draw out this conflict and get more weaponry and kind of apply and adhere to the NATO standard to try to get accepted into NATO. That's a possibility there, and I'm talking about Serbia and Kosovo. I'm sure Serbia is not gonna let go of the Kosovan issue. If Kosovo keeps trying to seek this independence, I think it's going to create a huge civil war and a huge issue, because there's a lot of Serbians that are going to go against that because they will see that as, I don't know, I guess treasonous or something. So we will keep an eye on the conflict, but I don't see an end yet. There is a delay in the conflict, but I don't see an end in sight yet. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What's going to happen? What's the possibility of Kosovo and Serbia, the conflict? Do you think Kosovo is just going to let go and let the Serbians drive whatever license plate they want? You think you're just going to let them do it? Or do you think they're going to use the support, the recent support they got from NATO, in order to get this blockade in North Serbia out of Kosovo? Do you think they're going to use this new found maybe army or force to maybe create more conflict and edge up a little bit on Serbia? Because what's going to happen is Kosovo is just going to become a war zone. And NATO is going to feed into it. Because Kosovo wants to be entered into the EU alliance. It's the exact situation. It's literally the playbook they're using. It's a playbook, I swear. It is a playbook. Whoa! We got raided! Let's go! Alright, my boys. Okay, that was a nuke more than a howl. What up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Ow! Ow! Meow meow! What up, everybody? Hey! Sorry, everybody's deaf now. I'm so excited. Thank you, RLA. That was so cool of you. Today, I'm wearing my Eat Me shirt today. Eat me. Eat me. You know, because I'm a snack. La la la. Eat me. What's up, everybody? We were literally just 10 minutes ago this happened? Are you serious? You raided me 10 minutes ago? No, I'm so bad at this. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Gotta get professional here. We need to get a green screen. Block the back. A married snake, the forbidden fruit. We need to get a green screen, man. This is not okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I do need alerts. I need something. We need something, man. Somebody needs to help me with this. It's tough. It's a tough situation. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. We literally just finished discussing the Kosovo incident and the conflict that's happening there. We know that Kosovians I guess they allowed Serbians to take 1 month to think about re-registering their vehicles into Kosovian license plates before they enter. But we do not see an end in sight yet for this conflict. I don't know if we can fix this diplomatically. I'm really worried that it just ends up to exactly like another Ukraine, and we'll see, because NATO is ready to supply them with weaponry. They already asked to be in EU, and they were told they need to hit certain requirements, and we'll see how this happens, and I'm kind of worried. Kosovars or Kosovians? I don't know. Everybody's I don't know, man. Do I look like I'm an English professor to you? The fuck? I'm literally an unskilled labor, dude. I'm literally unskilled labor. I am literally unskilled labor. What the fuck? I don't know anything about this. Are they Muslims? No, I was just kidding. You're a barista? I'm a barista. I'm a barista. Guys, what's happening with the Robert Malone thing, guys? Things are blowing up. Things are blowing up. Ow. Bro, did you guys watch the Jimmy Dore show today? When he, which article did he hit? He started the story. I swear he hit the same angles we were hitting on a couple of days ago. I am a Starbucks barista. I'm a unskilled labor. Manara makes fire lattes. Dude, but I don't fuck around with the soya milk bullshit though. I didn't hear. You got skills? Yeah, I got skills. You got skills? Bro, I got skills. I'll show you my skills. Wait, where's the bottle? I swear if I had the bottle, I would have showed you my skills. I would have flipped it. Minimum flipped it and stood it. Jimmy saw your stream and took your ideas, bro. Didn't he? Didn't he? I bet you that's exactly what happened. I bet you that's exactly what... What if that's exactly what happened? At least the producer, right? At least the producer. The producer's like, yo, bro, Al-Manara is rising. What the fuck? He's like, what the fuck? Al-Manara is rising. I just cannot stop seeing this guy on Twitter. He's just everywhere. Bottle flip test for professional managerial class. I swear to God, if I had a bottle right now, you guys would have been flipped. I've trained on this. I've trained on this. Guys, I'm excited, bro. I'm gonna try to play a song before we go on. Let me try to do this. Alright, I have one more. Damn it, I forgot how to... I used to know how to play XX Tentation. I used to know how to play that stuff. Man, I fucked up. Dude, I used to know how to play stuff. I swear I used to be like at least level 3 on piano. Now I'm level 0 again. Fudge. I know one more thing. Somebody might guess what this is. Wait. Okay, wait. God damn it, dude. This whole thing is messed up. Okay, I remember now. Alright. Alright, we lost all our viewers. Holy shit. We literally lost every single one of our viewers. Except the real ones. What's up? Eat me. Eat me. Eat me. What's up? Vladimir Balkan says, Manara man, well, there is still a lot to learn. The main thing is that there is a desire. Man, thank you. I am the apprentice. I will learn the Aikido. I will. I'm learning. They don't like the Almanara. What is this? Almanara Ahwa? I literally lost every single one of my viewers. Was it that bad? Literally lost every single one. Greetings from Russia. Hello, Mother Russia. Man, hey, we're Syrians. You know I'm Syrian, from Damascus. Greetings. Greetings from Syria. I know I'm kind of dangerous. I'm actually pro-Assad. I know. I'm actually anti-US imperialism. I know it's crazy. Fuck me. I know it's insane. I'm actually pro-Assad. I'm pro-regime. I'm actually pro-regime. It's insane. All right, boys. We're gonna jump into the story. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So Iran has been doing insanely good. They've actually been labeled part of the new axis of evil by some state officials. So this is great news for Iran, obviously. They're doing amazing. They actually don't care, don't give a fuck about the sanctions that are hitting them from the West and the US primarily. They got out of the Iranian nuclear deal agreement, and they don't have a deadline or even a necessity or a need for them to go back. And they've reiterated multiple times that if the deal doesn't look good to them, they're not going to accept it, and that the US has to be more lenient about this deal if they want to even seek a diplomatic assurance for this nuclear program. So obviously, this happened a while ago. Iran has been doing amazing, economically speaking. Gazprom, which is a Russian oil, basically the biggest, I think, oil company or oil bank. I'm not sure exactly how this works. But signed a deal with Iran, oil tankers and oil. Here, we'll talk about this. $40 billion deal. It's insane. This happened recently. And I want to show you that Iran is doing amazing. It has the second largest oil reserves after Russia, which is insane. And the National Iranian Oil Company, NIOC, and the Russian state-controlled energy giant Gazprom have signed a memorandum of understanding worth around $40 billion, according to the Iranian Oil Ministry's news service. The deal, agreed on July 19, coincides with Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to Tehran for a summit with his Iranian and Turkish counterparts. Guys, I want to remind you that this summit, Russian president had not left since the start of the Ukrainian war for a meeting with another country, except for this summit, and he actually visited with Iran. So that means it's a big deal. He actually wants these relationships to work. And there's a big deal about this. These relationships are a huge deal for Russians. The Gazprom will offer its support to NIOC in the development of the Kish and North Pars offshore gas fields and also 6 oil fields. It's said that Gazprom will also be involved in the completion of liquefied natural gas, LNG projects, and construction of gas export pipelines. Insane. Iran has the world's second largest gas reserves after Russia, but the U.S. sanctions have prevented access to extraction technology and slowed development of the gas exports. And we've showed you and we've talked to you guys, they actually already signed deals with Venezuela and Iran, China, Venezuela, and 10 other countries, I think, either in total or included to the list I just added, is going to have war games in Venezuela, and they're gonna all join together there. So it shows you almost a small alliance for these countries, and you're seeing that most of these countries, if not all of these countries that are going to go and are doing these deals together and are doing the war games together, are all U.S. sanctioned. So showing you an alliance between U.S. sanctioned countries, almost signaling the destruction of I don't know, the U.S. hegemony, the word of the U.S., the respect of the U.S. I don't know. You tell me what's going to destroy. So at the same time, Mr. Blinken shows up and says, I really want to make deals. I want to be diplomatic here. Yes, with this feminine frame. Yeah, maybe we can do this deal. I'm not sure. Maybe the EU is going to be okay with it. Obviously, that's exactly how he said it. I promise you guys, if there was a video, that's exactly how he did it. He said maybe, like a dumbass feminine frame. Anyways, Blinken backs EU proposal to revive Iran nuclear deal. So he backs it up. That's great. So he actually wants to have a nice diplomatic deal, correct? Unfortunately, what happens is immediately in the same article, new sanctions happen. Earlier on Monday, this article was written on Monday, earlier before this meeting that I guess Blinken showed his interest to have EU for EU to back this nuclear deal and to help with this nuclear deal. At the same time, Biden administration unveiled a new tranche of sanctions targeting illicit support for the Iranian oil industry. Blinken said in a written statement that until Iran is ready to return to full implementation of the JCPOA, we will continue to use our sanctions authorities to target exports of petroleum products, and petrochemical products from Iran. According to Blinken, Monday's sanctions target 6 entities facilitating illicit transactions related to Iranian petroleum, as well as Iranian petroleum and petroleum products, as well as petroleum and petroleum product key sources of revenue of the Iranian government. So at the same time, he's saying, hey, I would love to revive this nuclear deal. The same day he's sanctioning them, introducing new sanctions on 6 entities. The same day. Did you guys not read any of that? Oh my God. No. But yeah, the same day. The same day he says, I'm ready for a nuclear deal. He says, well, if Iran doesn't back down, this nuclear deal is not going to happen. We're actually going to go ahead and sanction more. Well, Iran is not going to back down because Iran wants you to calm down and reduce and loosen up some of your restrictions. And so they're not going to do that. They're not going to calm down. And I guess no one is going to calm down. And I don't know what's going to happen. This U.S. diplomacy is fucking insane. So these are the entities right here. The United States continue to pursue the path of diplomacy. Isn't it amazing? This is how the United States gets its diplomacy. Paths of diplomacy. To achieve a mutual return to full implementation of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. By doing that, we're going to go ahead and sanction the shit out of you. Claimed under State Secretary of Treasury for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Brian E. Nelson. Until such time as Iran is ready to return to full implementation of its commitments, we will continue to enforce sanctions on the illicit sale of Iranian petroleum and petrochemicals, said the press release. As a result of today's action, all property and interests in property of these targets that are in the U.S. or in possession of control of the U.S. persons must be blocked and reported to OFAC. So full sanctions. And 2 days ago, they even sanctioned more. And 2 weeks ago, they sanctioned even more. They sanctioned the spokesperson. No, wait. Several statements, although the prospects for... No, 2 days ago, they sanctioned 2 Russian individuals. Anyways, so it looks like Iran and Russia are doing amazing together. They're doing great deals. Iran is doing deals with Venezuela, and there's there's a possibility for U.S. hegemony to be broken, absolutely broken, and there is something to be said here, because Iran is actually trying to create a banking system, and they're trying to, if this banking system is created, it will destroy the dollar. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this final article. I hope this is actually combined research equate the world's largest. So look at this, guys. Russia-Iranian combined resources equate to the world's 8th largest economy and one of the world's largest energy providers. We're in an energy deficiency right now. It's energy is off the chain expensive. So right now, this is the perfect time for these economies to explode in revenues. The Iranian ambassador to Russia, Kazem Jalali, has stated that Russia and Iranian officials are set to discuss banking and financial cooperation. This is spelling the demise of the dollar, guys. The parties are also looking at expanding joint economic cooperation. Iran signed off a free trade agreement with the Eurasian Economic Union last year, and like Russia, is under heavy trade and financial sanctions by the United States. The two countries also signed a 20-year cooperation. Imagine, look at this. Cooperation could involve the use of Russia's SPFS interbanking system as an alternative to SWIFT, which disconnected Iranian banks in 2019. Trade settlement in rubles, as well as exploring non-dollar trade, is also likely to be on the agenda. This is the demise of the US dollar if this actually happens. Iranian and Russia kind of getting this Euro-Asian banking system happening with a whole new currency, a whole new way of trading, spelling a whole new multipolar universe. It's absolutely amazing, and I have to, I have to take my hat off for Haz for calling this 2 years early. 2 years ago, Haz was making these videos talking about the multipolar world, and we're seeing it happening. I guess I mean, we couldn't even write this in a book. You know, George R. Martin couldn't have wrote the story of Fire and Flame. I promise you, he couldn't. Amazing story how this is unfolding, and the U.S. hegemony is breaking. Imagine, guys, the Saudi Arabia refuses to increase oil production even after Biden visits, and at the same time threatens that they will actually increase their sale or imports from China, and they're actually willing to trade with yuan with China. Imagine that. At the same time, Biden shows up, they tell him, go F yourself, and they say, we're willing to trade with the other currency. And we know China wants to create the strongest currency in the world, so Saudi Arabia looks like it's bending the knee. You know what I'm talking about? So nobody's there to help the U.S. And the West has already collapsed. The West has already collapsed. They have no, I mean, I don't know, the euro is done for. I'm really interested to see if there's going to be anything left over from EU. Let's see how they survive this winter. It's going to be a very cold winter in the EU. And besides that, guys, looks like there's this is spelling a whole new multipolar universe. There's a whole new banking system showing up, connecting Europe with Asia, and kind of dismissing the West entirely. We don't even need you. You don't have any exports that we need. All you do is import. You're a net importer. The U.S. is a net importer. Most of European nations are net importers. We don't need you. We have amazing deals with your enemies, and we're gonna do just fine without you. Keep sanctioning us. Look at us. We're growing. We're getting stronger. The more sanctions you do, the more expensive the energy becomes. The more money our sales increase, because that's our strongest commodity right now. So keep doing it. You're playing right into the hands of Russia, China, Iran, the new axis of evil. Good luck, US, and bye-bye, Europe. GG, boys. GG. What do you think? I love you at The Radical, but I don't know why you platform this guy. The Hugh Mac. I love you, the Hugh Mac. I love you, and I'm not going to explain. I'm not going to use the word but after that. After I say the word love you, I have no restrictions. You know what they talk about? The unconditional love that you feel from a parent. Think of me as your daddy. Think of me as your daddy, the Hugh Mac. I am your daddy. Unconditional love from me. all for you. Insane. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Al-Manar is based and right. You will never lie to him. Schlotsky, bro. You're the best one. What are you talking about? Russia to USC. Wouldn't want to be. It's crazy. It's literally like they're falling into the hands of the Russian I don't know, the Russia. It's fucking insane. The West is falling into the hands of Russia and China. It's actually, you know, the reverse psychology where they tell like when the reverse psychology trick where you say, you know what, actually, you know, your girl, she'll be like, man, I want you to take me out, and then you're like, but I'm tired, and she's like, whatever, man, I'm bored, I'm just sitting here, and then you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it, and then and you come to her and you're like, come on, baby, let's go. She's like, no, I don't want to go anymore. What do you mean you don't want to go? I got ready, I'm gonna go get ready. What do you mean you're not gonna go? You're gonna get your ass up right now. We're gonna go right now. She's like, no, I'm not gonna go. Get your ass up, get ready. We're gonna go. I'm done with this. We're gonna go. This is reverse psychology shit. I swear to God, it works every time. And fucking my wife knows it works every time. She tries to shame me into doing everything. She literally shames me. And girls, I'm sorry, but girls are actually shameless. They will shame you to do whatever they want you to do. I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna piss off my wife, but they literally will shame you, and they're okay with it. They don't care for you to do what they need you to do. Especially on a bad day. On a good day, they will never do that. But on a bad day, they'll be like, man, you're such a loser. Why don't you go throw the trash? Where's all that muscle going? You ate all the meat. There's no more steak left in the house. You can't even go take out the trash. Awesome. Wait! Jackson Hinkle just tweeted, Pelosi is expected to be in Taiwan by 7:20 p.m. a.m. Alright, so I guess tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and get the story ready from now for the Pelosi obituary. The Pelosi obituary story. Poor Pelosi died in a fire. Where is she going, dude? Did you guys see the Breaking Points video? Wow. Did you guys see the Breaking Points? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do right now. So I could not watch it by myself. I could not watch the Breaking Points video by myself. I literally almost puked. I couldn't. I don't know. Maybe you guys can watch it. You guys want to play it? I didn't see it. Man, I was thinking about doing this at the end of the... Would you guys be willing to show up in a chat and we'll hang out and I want to see your reaction to it because I couldn't. I couldn't even finish the video. I swear. I made the video about it, but I couldn't finish the video. It's so disgusting. I wanted to maybe do a panel about it. It was so fucking nasty. Forehead. I'm praying Fajr on time this morning. Good luck, everyone. Man, Forehead, man. Man. You're pissing me off, Forehead, man. I'm not gonna let anybody better than me. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for Fajr on time today too. You're not gonna be better than me. You're not gonna do better than me. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the atqahum. Alright, let's do this. Okay, you guys, let's just play this. I really couldn't do it by myself, and I really want to see your reactions because I almost puked, guys. Breaking Points. Obviously, it wasn't Cigar and Crystal, but we know they share these sentiments. God damn it! I didn't change my... No, I didn't edit my thumbnail. Let me edit my thumbnail real quick, and then we'll do it. Guys, don't leave. Don't leave. We know they share my thumbnail. These sentiments. Literally, I have one thumbnail. It's just exposing the truth. I don't need any more. One thumbnail is all I need. Exposing all the lies. My favorite thumbnail. Guys, man, look, I'm gonna play a song right now. I'm gonna go ahead and sing. You guys tell me if I can sing, alright? Baby, oh yeah, baby. Baby, yeah, baby. Baby, don't you ever leave me again. What do you guys think? Got it. I still got it. Hitting them notes. Hitting them notes. That's what I'm talking about. They should have got me, but my hair couldn't do what you did. Manar. The voice of 10,000 angels. You guys are way too nice. As bad as me. That means I'm doing amazing, Radical. Because you're actually insane. You're so good. Your voice is probably so amazing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play this video. I really don't want to do it. Do we have to do it? Do we have to? Okay, fuck it, we'll do it.
Don't be
You guys get ready. You didn't watch it for real. You guys actually didn't watch it. Be honest, because I really... I can't do it. Look, this is where I stopped last time. Let me see. I really can't do it. You guys actually, be honest with me. You actually didn't watch it. I stopped at the middle of it. I couldn't do it. That baby face turned me off to it. This baby face dude. Actually, this ugly ass muffin man. This ugly muffin man. Ugh, he ruined the whole fucking thing. He ruined the whole thing. Alright. Alright, fuck it. We'll just do it. We'll watch the muffin man and baby face together. Talk shit. And oozing. You know what oozing means? You know when you have a little mucus coming off and it's just... oozing, but it's like oozing. You know, you like... You know, you got loogies everywhere. That kind of oozing of imperialism and U.S. exceptionalism. I couldn't stand it. It was so nasty. It smelled so bad. I had to get out. I couldn't watch it. But yeah, I guess we'll try. We'll try one more time. All right. I really need... I'm actually getting myself ready for this. I actually cannot do this. It hurts so bad.
Points to discuss Speaker Pelosi's upcoming...
Radical Leftist says, oh my god, you should see where he brags about getting paid to protest. Who? I don't watch Breaking Points. Yeah, neither do I. Neither do I. I've already recognized, you guys, you know, I don't know, it's not the third eye. I just have the knowledge, you know, that I see things and I know them. And I already called out the Vanguard. I see the Humanist Report's fakeness and hypocrisy. David Dole, he just has a feminine frame, so he's moved anywhere. And then he has no center. He's like a little grass and a little weed in the wind, you know. He's just like moving around. At least sunflowers, they aim to the sun, you know. Fuck, he's not even a sunflower. He's like a little weed, David Dole. And then so we capture all these, and immediately Crystal's. I'm not gonna lie, Crystal was kind of cute, so she kind of fooled me a little bit. But I caught her. I caught her after that too. So let's watch this, guys. I'm actually going to shut up. I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to read the comments. If I see something cool, I'll go ahead and stop it then, and we'll talk. But that's the only time I'll stop it. Okay, guys? So we'll just let it go.
Trip to Taiwan. Well, I said upcoming, but who knows if it's actually going to happen or not. We'll get into that here. Let's just start with the obvious. Why is Speaker Pelosi's prospective trip to Taiwan so controversial?
Well, it shouldn't be controversial. The basic point that she's making is that the Chinese Communist Party shouldn't be able to tell Americans when and where they can go places. Seems like a pretty basic point. There's no, like, how dare they? What right do they have to tell Nancy Pelosi or anyone else that they can go to Taiwan whenever, or they can't whenever they want, to threaten punishment in a crisis? It just shows that the Chinese Communist Party is just getting more aggressive and more reckless and more threatening and more expansionist. And, you know, that should shock a lot of people. Now, you know, the reason it's controversial here in Washington is because President of the United States blurted out on the tarmac that he didn't like it, you know, and he revealed what had been going on internally between the Biden White House and the Pelosi team for several weeks, which was their long, quiet diplomacy to impress upon Nancy Pelosi that it was just too risky of a time for a host of reasons, that the intelligence showed that, you know, this could spark a crisis. The Chinese were taking it as an escalation, rightly or wrongly, and that the Biden administration, the military, were the ones who are going to have to deal with that. But she was just not convinced. She just didn't care. For her, this is her legacy. You know, she's not going to be speaker much longer. She's not going to be in Congress much longer. If she wants to go to Taiwan as Speaker of the House, this is it, basically. So that's a risk that she's willing to take. It's just not a risk that the White House is willing to take. And there's the rub.
It's her legacy. It's her legacy. Let her go. Let her go. What the fuck is wrong with you? So what? She starts a war. So what? Biden doesn't want her to go. So what? The U.S. Intelligence is saying that there's rising tensions. It could lead into a conflict. Who cares? It's her legacy. It's her. Next year she's gonna retire. She's gonna be dead the year after. Let her start another war. So what? Let her. It's her legacy. What the fuck? How dare China? So what if John McCain showed up to Syria the next couple of years and started a civil war? So what when John McCain shows up in Ukraine and Lindsey Graham shows up in Ukraine, Ukraine just falls apart? So what if every time a U.S. official shows up in another fucking country that has some tensions right now, a civil war starts and the whole government falls apart? So what? Who cares? It's fucking Pelosi's legacy. It's legacy. You guys don't understand the legacy? Pelosi's legacy is to go grab ice cream from Serbia and from all this stuff from Taiwan. She's gonna go grab some Chinese, Taiwanese ice cream, bring it back home. She needs to leave her legacy. Let her grab her ice cream, guys. She needs to go get her legacy, her ice cream. The Muffin Man says she wants to protect her legacy. Boys, am I fucking crazy? Or is this absolute disgusting US exceptionalism and 100% pro-US imperialism? How dare the Chinese Communist Party tell Nancy Pelosi don't do this? How dare though? How dare they? He says that. He says that this is the biggest lefty YouTube channel on YouTube after TYT and Jimmy Dore. One of the biggest ones.
Can you speak to the history of U.S. elected officials engaging with Taiwan? So, for example, like President Trump very controversially called the Taiwanese, like after he was elected, the CCP did not like that. Just speak to the history there. I know pre-Speaker Gingrich visited Taiwan. Like, what's the history there?
Right. Well, congressional delegations have been going to Taiwan for decades, and there's a typical playbook. The Chinese Communist Party bitches and moans, and then they back down and everyone goes on with their lives. Now, yes.
Fucking Chinese party. Fucking bitching and moaning again about us starting a fucking civil war and then in their neighboring area. But here he slips off. At one point he says, how dare, like, if they ever come close, we would, like, take them out or something like that. But he's okay with America. By the way, Pelosi, when she says I'm visiting Taiwan, she's not coming alone. She's coming with her Navy. She's coming with fighter jets, U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force escort. She's coming with intelligence. She's not coming alone, brothers and sisters. She's not showing up by herself. She's got fucking, the Navy's arming up and ready in case of anything.
Speaker Gingrich was the first and so far the only House Speaker to go.
But to him, it sounds like she's going to go grab some ice cream for him, bring him a muffin or two. And that's why he's like, what the hell, leave her. She's bringing me my legacy. I think the muffin is called Legacy. I think the muffin shop is called Legacy or something. This fucking
At that time,
fatso.
he was in the opposition.
Fuck, I fat shamed. Are you guys going to cancel me now? I called him a fatso.
And so it couldn't really be seen as a U.S. government action per se, rightly or wrongly. And the difference now with Speaker Pelosi is that the Chinese can't understand. They really don't believe us when we say that, like, the President of the United States can't tell his speaker from his own party not to do something he doesn't want him to.
Isn't it amazing? The Chinese can't even believe that the U.S. president has no control over his fucking party. Even though this is a Democratic party and it's a Democratic president, he has no control over the Speaker of the House. He can't even tell her or ask her. Even though there are tensions rising, he's like, can you please not start a war? He can't even do that. Like, it looks really bad. And this guy is laughing about it.
He doesn't want her to.
Fatso, is this an 80s sitcom? I knew radical leftist agenda was going to catch me on it. I knew it. She always catches me.
They don't get that in their system. If you
she always catches me before I get canceled.
defy the president, you die. You go to jail. Your whole family is done forever. So they look at that and they're like, oh, the Biden White House must be screwing with us.
Wait, are you serious, Les Bones? Are you actually serious? Les Bones, you're serious? Welcome to the left community, my brother. Kyle, Michael, thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. But I really don't know if I should consider myself left, because if I say I'm left, maybe I'm right to other lefties. I don't know.
And
I don't know
from
where
Pelosi's
I
perspective,
land.
it's just like, oh no, this is a thing that we should be able to do.
For fat
and she's got
shaming?
a sort of an instinct to defend the prerogative of the legislative branch and all of that. But you know,
Well,
at the end of the day, it's going to be the administration who has to deal with.
I am so happy to be here, guys. Please, if I ever get as big as this guy, please tell me to stop the muffins and the U.S. imperialism exceptionalism.
crisis if the Chinese do something reckless, because what's changed, the direct answer to your question is what's different now is that the CCP is much, much worse. And there are people inside that leadership who would love a crisis. And by the way, their punishment wouldn't necessarily come down on us. It's not really about them shooting Nancy Pelosi out of the sky. It's about them punishing Taiwan, because they always go after the weaker party. And that could be a range of military and economic pressures that the Taiwanese are going to have to deal with through no fault of their own. So
Slatsky, thank you, man. You're the best, man. Look at how big my smile was from the Punisher and Slatsky. You guys are so fucking nice.
I think there is legitimate
I
risk.
just speak my truth, and you guys are just so supportive. It's so amazing. I know radical leftist hates a little bit sometimes, but I still like her.
Here,
I,
and there
I
is
still really like and respect radical leftist, even though she hates me.
But
we're rising. We're rising, boys. We're rising.
discussion to be had of
Sorry for your ears.
cost and benefits. But if you're Nancy Pelosi, you're thinking, well, I want to be in my, I envision myself as some sort of like leader on U.S.-China relations, and that means I have to show up in Taiwan. It's going to be so important. Then none of those calculations are going to stop her.
Yeah, this is so interesting because
It's so interesting. It's so interesting because millions could die. That's not what he says, but I mean, I could dream.
different questions come up. So I read your piece. We'll link to it in the show notes, obviously, but you asked a couple relevant questions. So a huge question here is just this: is China bluffing? Question. A little earlier in this interview, you pointed out they routinely will bluster and say things like that, but one could easily say, before 1914, there was all sorts of bluster, and then finally something big just happened. So how do we weigh the track record of these situations not escalating?
Yeah, he wants Pelosi to go to the Legacy Muffin Factory, or the muffin shop. It's called Legacy's Muffins. He wants a couple of muffins. That's why he keeps talking about Pelosi's legacy.
Versus
You've never seen the Muffin Man?
risk of something finally escalating at that last second.
Right. I think the best way to think about it is this.
You guys never seen the Muffin Man?
The situation is
He's right
escalating,
there.
Okay. Because of what the Beijing is doing. They're constantly escalating. They're becoming more menacing, sending out more planes, doing more dangerous stuff near our stuff.
Yeah, they're doing dangerous stuff near our stuff. What the hell are they doing near our stuff? Guys, I really couldn't watch it till the end. Are we actually going to watch it till the end? Okay, I'm going to start a poll. Let's start the poll because I'm done with this. They're just doing this. They're doing stuff next to our stuff, and they're doing their stuff, and we can do anything next to their stuff. But if they get close to our stuff, I'm gonna do a poll. Who wants to keep doing this? How do you do a poll on this? Why is this so hard? Why can't I just do a poll? God damn it. All right, I have 14 viewers on Twitch and I have 6 viewers on this. So wait, do I actually press 1 for the poll? Okay, so fuck. I guess you guys still want to watch it. Okay, whatever.
Expanding their military presence, building nuclear weapons, hundreds of nuclear weapons. For what reason? What do they need 500 new nuclear weapons for? It's crazy. And expanding all the time. So that's a change of the status quo. Now, their propaganda says that we're the ones that are escalating, that we're the ones becoming more aggressive, and they're just responding to us, which is a lie. The truth is...
Can you believe the lies that Chinese propaganda saying we're the ones being aggressive? Can you believe the lies of the Chinese propaganda? The fucking Chinese Communist Party propagandizing their people and lying about us? Starting conflict? Obviously, it's all lies, all propaganda, 100%. The fuck? The lies. Pelosi just wants to go for her legacy. Legacy, like the muffin shop, dumbass. The muffin shop. Not legacy as in start a war in another country. No, that's not what we meant. We meant legacy, the muffin shop in Taiwan, South Taiwan, next to the Ching Chong Chong street. Was that racist? Was that racist? Am I gonna get cancelled? It's over, right? Okay. Dumbasses, man. Fucking Chinese propaganda. They're acting like they've never been to the Legacy's muffin shop. What the fuck?
We're responding to them. But when something like this happens, you could see easily why the Biden administration is concerned. They're going to turn it into propaganda. They're going to be like, see, the U.S. is escalating on us. And they could use that as an excuse to do so, to change the status quo on the ground. You know, if they do a
fucking Chinese propaganda, they're using it as an excuse. They're using Nancy Pelosi coming to the Taiwan to increase the conflict between the separatists, Chinese separatists, and she's doing that. Fucking Chinese propaganda. They're saying that's increasing the conflict. Are they stupid? Pelosi's just there for her legacy. What the hell, man? Fucking Chinese propaganda. They're saying that what? They're saying the U.S. is actually increasing the conflict? No way. The fucking Chinese propaganda.
Taiwan.
Fucking communism. Fucking communists.
On proper, just for one example, or if they close off the strait, you know, for a more drastic example, that'll be something that'll be probably irreversible in terms of its impact. And I get it, you know what I mean? Like we don't want to hand them those easy wins. And if we're going to have a crisis with Beijing over Taiwan, we'd like it to be on our terms, and we'd like it to be when we're ready, not necessarily when Nancy Pelosi happens to have a congressional recess, you know? And so there's a chess game going on here, okay, between the Biden.
Yeah, the chess game is that Biden can't control his queen. The king has no control over the queen. She's gonna go fuck off to fuck around with some Taiwanese businessmen. He has no authority over her. Look at the chess game and the chessboard. This is not three-dimensional chess. This is democratic chess. You don't understand. It's higher level.
Administration and the CCP.
It's a chess piece where no one has control of anything. It's a free-for-all chess game.
And Nancy Pelosi just sat down and made a move for us. And the Biden people are like, wait a second, we didn't ask you to do that. We don't like the.
See, that's what I'm saying. Can you believe he's just saying? He's actually saying that. He's actually saying it. He said Nancy Pelosi just did a move. I'm like, Pelosi, I told you not to. What the fuck, Pelosi? I literally left to go get my coffee cup, and you just you just ruined my game, Pelosi. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you just hear what he just said? Did you just hear this? This is fucking amazing. My analogy was spot on. Spot on. Perfect as. You have to understand, guys, I'm actually politically genius. I would say I'm about 75% smarter than Babyface here.
Move that you made, and she's like, tough shit. So, you know,
everything is blowing off over his head. Everything is blowing off over his head. Nothing is hitting. Nothing is like ticking anything, you know. For me, I get ticked. I swear I get ticked. I can't hold it in. For this guy, it's an empty vessel in there. There's no. You shout through his ears, you hear your echo from the other side. Fucking hell, dude. There's just nothing in there. It's just blowing up. About 75%, maybe 80% smarter than Babyface guy.
My instinct, and I think a lot of people, especially in Congress's instinct, is to be like, you know, screw you, CCP. We're going to go to Taiwan and that's it. And
screw you, CCP. Nancy Pelosi is this little kid. You're the father, right? Biden is the father. He's playing a chess piece. This is the tournament, final tournament versus Xi Jinping, a genius at chess, Chinese genius, been playing chess for the past 40 years at the highest of levels. Genius. He's played like 10 at the same time, blindfolded, and all of them moved 5 moves before him. Genius. Xi Jinping is genius, and Biden's playing against him, and he gets off just to go grab a cup of coffee for a second. Xi Jinping was thinking. You know, he was just sitting there. And then all of a sudden, Xi Jinping plays, moves the bishop, And then fucking Pelosi's just walking around, nah. Looks here, grabs the queen, and just shoots it out and just tosses it. Biden comes back, he's like, what the fuck is happening? And then this guy to him, it's
On balance,
it's a chess piece, it's a chess game, and the fucking CCP, they just you know.
my
even forgot
instinct,
what he
and I
just
think a
said,
lot of
right?
people, especially in Congress's instinct, is to be like, you know, screw you, CCP.
Screw you, CCP. Pelosi comes in, she's like, screw you. And then Biden's from the far looking. You just destroyed my game. And Nancy was like, this guy, I swear to God, propaganda master.
We're going to go to Taiwan.
I think he just wants his muffins, man. Honest question: does Taiwan have really good muffins? I mean, what the fuck, man?
And that's it. And on balance, I think the funny thing is now, because of what Biden did, because he made it so public, now she pretty much has to go. Now she can't back down. Now it would be a huge signal to Beijing that
You get it, man? It's the chess game. She plays the piece, Biden gets overreacts, and now she has to play the next piece. Because it's a chess game. It's not an emotional chess game. This is obviously full rationale, all logic. I don't know in what world this is logical. It's just a chess game, though.
their bullying
she's
work.
She's stuck in the fucking shit position she moved into, yeah, with her chess piece.
That-
And Biden's just sitting there. He's like, I literally lost the game. He's like just sitting there. Poor Biden.
And then we just
Poor Biden. He doesn't even know what the hell is happening. He's like, what the hell? Where am I?
be living in a world full of bullying. So really the soup that the Biden administration is in is of their own.
That's really what happened. He didn't go get up to get his coffee. He literally just started wondering. He forgot what he was playing a game with Xi Jinping. That's what happened. He was playing a chess game with Xi Jinping. He got up, started wondering because he forgot he was playing the game. Pelosi came. He's like, nah. And she started moving her own pieces. That's exactly what
So
happened.
the way to think about this then is that if the bullying worked, you could see this extend into more consequential areas long term, in the sense that it could.
Dude, he just said that China is the one bullying. He's literally saying that who the fuck is China to say that they can tell us not to go, and then he's like China's bullying us. He just said who the fuck is China to tell us that we can't come to Taiwan, and then he's like China's bullying. The China's bullying. Do you think if it starts to work, it'll set a precedent?
Start with
Fucking babyface, man. What's wrong with you, babyface? Bro, I caught it on a good angle right there. His face looked ugly as hell for a second.
Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, can't visit. That's a red line for us. But then it could translate. What would be like higher stakes versions of the Chinese learning? Wait, we could actually escalate rhetorically and cause backdowns to happen.
Right. Well, it's not a long-term issue. It's
Schlatsky, what an amazing point. Remember when they used to tell you Trump was horrible because he's the destruction of democracy? And he might start a World War III, or he might start some crazy nuclear invasion? Biden can't even say no to his third in command. He can't even talk to her to stop her from starting a conflict with Taiwan. And according to new reports, Jackson Hinkle just tweeted this. Looks like she is scheduled to visit Taiwan by 7:40 a.m. this morning. So we'll see what happens.
a now issue, and it's happening on all elements of our engagement with China on all fronts. Okay, and when the NBA gets punished for the tweet of a manager who says stand with Hong Kong, that's the example. Because now they're saying Americans can't tweet what they want, or we're going to punish your corporations. When we punish forced labor from them using Uyghurs in Xinjiang to pick cotton, and they threaten Nike. Okay.
I love that he used the example of Uyghurs and Xinjiang picking cotton. Yikes. The American is condemning Chinese government for making their Uyghur population pick cotton. The American is condemning that.
Okay, and they do the same thing when they threaten universities with their funding, and when they threaten Wall Street with their investments. And that's how you have to think about the CCP. It's a huge extortion.
He even used the picking cotton. And with Babyface. Babyface, everything's flying over his head. Babyface doesn't even understand he's trying to hit him. He doesn't get it. Babyface is not even here. Babyface is watching anime.
Ring, basically. It's like they go around to every company and country and they say, oh, nice country you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Okay. And, this Taiwan thing is just one piece of that. And so, yeah, every time we're only as strong as our weakest link. And every time we back down, it emboldens.
Hey, what's up, Sarang? I see you. Yo, Les Bones, can you believe this muffin man? Holy moly, man. Talk about, we have the largest prison population in the world. America was founded on slave labor. Oh, God.
Them to continue using this tactic more. In other words, when
you're U.S. exceptional, it's amazing. It's so amazing. The hypocrisy just oozes.
they test our resolve, maybe the best thing to do is to show our resolve. And that's the way that you deal with thugs. That's the way that you deal with gangsters. And that's the way we have to deal with the CCP.
You're talking about that, True Sarang? Dude, Wichita State University took over, they were funded by Saudi Arabia. They had 30,000 Saudi Arabian they were supposed to take in. Oh my God, the corruption that happened. People getting paid to do exams for others. The corruption, dude. The corruption. I used to make a business out of making doing my Saudi Arabian homework. My friends Saudi Arabian. They're from Saudi Arabia. They used to get money straight from the government to sit here and go to school. Wichita State University. They had a big program to move, I think about 30,000 to 50,000 Saudi Arabian, move them from Saudi Arabia, have them get a degree and bring them back. And the US Saudi Arabian government paid for the whole thing to Wichita State University. And then in the end, corruption, Saudi Arabians started dealing with drugs. Some of them died. Some of them got caught rape cases. Some of, it's a huge deal, dude. A huge deal. I mean, True Sarang, I'm sure you've heard of this. Are rich and stupid? What do you mean, man? Of course. What the fuck? They're from the Gulf.
So
They come spoiled. So they come really boxed in, and then they see all this liberalism and they explode. It's crazy.
Next question would be
And they don't have a job, so they don't have to worry about money. They just come. They have to. If they do good grades, they get even more money from the government. It's insane. And this is all getting funding. The government of Saudi Arabia is funding Wichita State University. So Wichita State University has an incentive to make these guys pass. It had a straight incentive. So they used to let them cheat. They used to let them redo exams after months after 2 or 3 semesters. They would do one exam and they would pass something they failed 3 semesters ago. Insane. A lot of manipulation. I used to see a lot of stuff. I remember I actually talked to my marketing professor my senior year. I was just finishing up a couple of classes. I did so good in my engineering degree. My senior year was just some general education. I just got all my engineering and all my math classes done. So it was just some business and classes and general classes. So my senior year was all fun. And I remember my marketing teacher, I was talking a lot in class, and I came to see him to kind of increase my grade on a paper and ask him how, if you just go show up to them, they'll increase your grade sometimes. So I went to him to talk to him. He started talking to me about these guys in his other university. I think he mentioned Michigan University or something that offered to pay him money. And he's like, I don't know if they were from your country. I was like, what do you think? Where do you think they were from? I think they said they were Qatar or Kuwait or something. I'm like, yeah, those are the Gulf. The Gulf, they come with a lot of money. The Gulf, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. They come with a lot of money. They send their people off. They have a lot of money. They're rich with oil. They send their citizens off. And these citizens, they're not interested in studying. They're interested in having fun and partying, so they would rather just bribe the teacher and get. He used to tell me, he's like, this is the teacher telling me, a Syrian, he's asking me where are you from, and he's like, I'm trying to understand, why are they all trying to pay him? They are brown trash with money, the contemporary of white trash. Look. I'm not gonna sit here and sit there and talk shit like that about the Gulf. But I'm just gonna say they could support the Arabic world around them much better than the West. They're supporting the Western agenda much stronger than they're supporting their Arabic allies. That's for sure. All right, I guess we have to continue this horrible video. Why? Where are you from, Truserang?
Say like the congressional executive branch theory.
If you're interested in growing your community, you probably should let your guests talk. You guys want to stop in? I mean, all right. I have my Discord here. I'm gonna shoot the Discord. I'm down. You guys can join here. I'm gonna shoot out the Discord. And let's talk about this. I want to see your opinions, guys. I actually wanted to play this and see your opinions. Come. Let's do this last 20 minutes. Let's hang out, watch a video or two, and we'll talk about what's up with everybody. Here, I'll be in stream room. There we are. What up? What up? What's up, Schlatsky? Barely. I can barely hear you. Let me see if the team can hear us. Can they hear us? I think they can hear us. Yeah. Yo, there's everybody. What's up, everybody? All right. Man, I couldn't do it. I don't know how you. I really can't do this alone.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm streaming right now too. By the way, in case.
Nice. Let's
just
do
so
it.
just so you know.
Nice. Bro. I'm gonna raid you then afterwards.
Oh, are you gonna be done soon?
Yeah. I'm just gonna hang out maybe 20-30 minutes and head out.
Okay. Well, hey, how was your stream? What's going on?
A lot of fun. We talked about Kosovo and how they're just kind of pushing the situation forward, like the license plate situation, and it's not gonna really end, I think, in a diplomatic solution. I think I'm not sure if it's gonna be ending very well. Talked a little bit about Iran and
what do you? Okay, so inform me, because there's a lot I don't know, so I rely on.
All right. Tell me, what do you want to know about Kosovo?
I don't know what so you say license plate situation. I don't know what that refers to.
All right. So what happened was Kosovo and Serbia. Serbia does not recognize Kosovo's independence, included with Russia and other China, and so Serbia has a law where if you are a Kosovian, and the Kosovians, or I'm not sure how you say their names in plural. Anyways, Kosovians, if you drive into Serbian territory, you have to have a Serbian license plate or you cannot drive. So when you come into the border, they remove your license plate, your Kosovian license plate when you get into Serbia. And they put Serbian license plates, so you have to drive. So Kosovia, the government over there, decided to do the same and retaliate with doing the same. So if you're a Serbian, you're coming to Kosovo, you cannot come into Kosovo with your Serbian license plate. You have to remove them, pay €5. They'll give you a new license plate, a Kosovian one, and you get to drive. So the Serbians in the north were really angry about that because they come and go into Kosovo all the time, and now it's just creating a big problem for them. And
right,
so
now there's a huge problem between free travel between the two areas. Right?
Exactly. Free travel, exactly. It's just creating transportation issues. And this is just for the regular people. And I know it kind of sounds ridiculous, the license plate issue, but it stems from another issue. Basically the Serbs don't even recognize the independence of Kosovo. And anyways, so what's happening is the Serbs, they blocked a big road to enter Kosovo, and so the UN sent a Kosovan army, I guess it's a UN army really, but they call it the Kosovan Federal Army, Liberation Army, and then they sent them in to remove this blockade. And
of course, they're the Liberation Army because they're the good guys, obviously.
So obviously NATO and UN is there now, and so I really don't know what's gonna happen. It seems like it's the same playbook that happened with Ukraine. You know what I mean? Because Serbia and Kosovo actually got promises. If they hit certain requirements, they could enter NATO. So part of these requirements are to reduce their relations with Russia and Serbia has to recognize the independence of Kosovo, which I don't think is going to do that.
Right. So the UN's telling them you're not allowed to be friends with Russia.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It's just it's a big hassle. Russia's blaming Washington for the whole thing, saying that they started bombing Yugoslavia, they started breaking it up, and because what happened was the IMF. It's a long story, but yeah, what happened was the IMF loans that Yugoslavia took after Tito, which is their old Yugoslavian president that united these 6 nations, which used to be Yugoslavia, now they're Serbia.
Right, yeah. The IMF got them to take a loan on contingent on them. What was it? Opening up land for private sale. Was that it? Did I remember correctly?
Honestly, I don't know exactly the case.
That's what I heard.
It exasperated like economical disasters. Like there was. So it broke up into 6 nations. Yeah, so that's what I know. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know basically whatever the IMF was planning to the T, it hit. You know.
I think I don't remember where I heard, but I heard something along the lines of the IMF bullied someone as a requirement for a loan from them. They had to open up their land to private sale, which opened up their land to being bought out by like big corporate like conglomerates and like BlackRock and shit. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, they're trying to privatize some zones, and wallahi, I don't know the whole story, and I'm gonna learn a lot more, Roland, for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's just a part of that agenda where you will own nothing and be happy, right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's just an extension of the we're just after you. Who do you think you are? We have full control. Absolutely. What else? And I don't see an end to this. Seems like Kosovo is ready. I don't know. Maybe they're actually stalling to get more weaponry from NATO. Like already the UN is there that with their army. So already they have more resources to try to fight Serbia. You get me? And so maybe they're just using this opportunity to stall and get more aid, military aid from the Western countries, Western allies. I guess I don't know. So
my understanding of the Balkan is this is in the Balkans, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my understanding of the Balkans is there's been a lot of conflict for a long time, right? It's just kind of a powder keg of a region.
We made a word for it, balkanization.
Yeah. I think
that.
that's literally what it means, right? A Balkan nation is like literally a fought over nation, a Balkanized. So but basically. I don't know, man. You guys tell me, where do you guys see this ending? Serbia, Kosovo. You think there actually going to be a conflict there? Like it could really easily turn into a conflict zone. Like
I don't know.
Already there.
Sounds like something that can spiral out of control real easily.
And it's going to be exactly like the DPR and Luhansk. It's going to be Russia aiding Serbia. Or maybe even, I don't know, maybe they just aid them militarily. They don't even bring any troops, send any troops, Russia speaking. Maybe Russia doesn't even do anything. They just recognize that Serbia's independence and they don't recognize Kosovo and they just do that. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that tensions are rising there and Kosovo is not letting go because they're just postponing these conflict zones instead of like actually dealing diplomatically with the issue.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, did you watch the Breaking Points China? Did you show your viewers about that?
No, I did not.
You didn't show your viewers?
No, I'm sorry,
Perfect.
I did not.
Dude.
Why? Was it good?
Dude, it's horrible. What do you mean? The Breaking Points imperialism, the U.S. exceptionalism.
Send me a DM to the whatever video you're talking about so I can see.
I mean, you wanna finish it with us, or should we start it over? I really can't start it over. Oh, it hurts.
Maybe I can find it on my own.
I sent it. I sent the DM.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. So basically. Yeah, they're like, who the hell is Communist China to tell us to not come, to tell Nancy Pelosi not to come to Taiwan? Insane stuff.
What? I don't understand. Oh, this video. Oh, right. I know. I remember you watching this. think a few days ago you stopped about like after like 2 minutes because you were so annoyed.
This is literally where I stopped last time. I couldn't. I literally almost stopped again this time.
I don't. What does she think she's accomplishing by going over there? It seems like the whole point is just to piss the Chinese off.
Actually, tell me what the hell is the point?
Gotta do it.
What was
I
the
don't
point?
know.
Schletzky, what was the point behind
any
this
other
agent?
point to this other than to just be fucking annoying for no reason?
Gotta increase tensions. Without tensions, no one's gonna buy any weapons.
I mean, she went to the worst of the worst countries. She's going to Singapore. What the hell is she doing there? She's gonna just give him more loans. I think what she's doing is she's trying to secure her loans. She's like making sure that everything is in place so they can actually, the IMF can loan or whatever. I don't know what's happening, but she's going to the worst of the worst, the big conflict zones. She's in Singapore. Now she's trying to go to Taiwan. I mean, like, talk about wherever you go, create death and destruction. Yikes.
Right. So what? She's trying to get them to take IMF loans so they can be debt slaves to the IMF. Is
They
that
already
the plan?
are, and I think the problem is they were supposed to. The only way they were able to recover their army was by taking their economy was by taking more loans, and then the IMF actually couldn't loan them anymore because they were so in debt. So they had to re-adjourn these the talkings, and so they will try to give him a loan later. So I think what she's doing is she's just securing the requirements for this loan. I think that's what she's doing. Besides that, I have no idea.
She's definitely a horse of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's her legacy. It's her legacy. It's the last thing she has to do. Get her muffins. Fuck.
Oh God, what's the saying? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. I feel like that's Washington's motto.
So Roland, you don't know.
They make sure it happens.
You don't know about this, but USA is gonna lose its hegemony. I was doing the story earlier. Iran and Russia and China are the new axis of evil, and they're so strong.
Of course they are. They dare to resist being told what to do by Washington.
It's insane. It's insane, and it's so funny because Anthony Blinken is like, okay, I wanna renew talks about the nuclear deal with Iran, and so he's like to bring diplomacy. We went ahead and sanctioned 6 new entities and 1 more vessel, Iranian oil vessel, to bring diplomacy. This is right when he's asking them to sign the nuclear deal, like right when he's showing that he's ready to sign the deal, he's putting more sanctions on like Iranian and Russian entities. It's insane. The US is insane. It's not a serious nation. I really don't think, diplomatically speaking, is serious in any way, the US.
What's not a serious nation?
So Blinken says, okay, I'm ready to do talks with Iran about the nuclear war, their nuclear dealings. And Iran says, okay, well, you have to lease off. You have to calm down, loosen a little bit of the restrictions. So they go ahead and sanction more entities, more and an Iranian oil vessel. Like, that's how they retaliate. Like, how can you say you want to recover the diplomatic deals and kind of do diplomatic talks and recover nice, good deals?
Yeah, I mean, my
and then
understanding
do
is Iran
sanctions?
has no reason to trust the United States to keep its word with any deal that it makes whatsoever anyways.
And already Iran is in such a good position, Roland, because they're doing amazing deals with Russia. They already have a $40 billion deal signed up. And they're doing deals with Venezuela. Their oil sector is huge. The Iranian oil sector is huge if they can just get off these sanctions. And they are going to get off the sanctions soon because all these U.S. sanctioned countries are going to joined by Russia and China. They're going to go ahead and create a new banking system. Iran and Russia right now are talking about linking banking systems against the SWIFT.
For Washington.
Yeah, against the SWIFT banking system. Yeah, so they're creating a Euro-Asian bridge, economical bridge. It's pretty fucking amazing. They're gonna unify the currency, I think, and it's so sexy to watch because we're watching U.S. hegemony literally crashing as we speak. Because already the euro's crashed. Europe has, I don't know what's happening in Europe. Do you know anything about Europe? I mean, look, every day we see a new conflict just rising there.
Don't look. There's so much going on at any given time in in conjunction with Washington trying to make it as confusing
Another
as
muffin
possible
man.
to keep track of what's going on and what to pay attention to. So I mean, I do my best to keep up, but there's so much dumb shit going on, which is like kind of part of the plan, right? Because if you've got so much stupid shit going on, it's hard to pay attention to what matters.
True, Sarang, you're right. Absolutely, Roland, bro. So this is all obvious. So, but we can't do anything about it, man. I'm so pissed that we can't do anything about it, man. I keep seeing these people dying on Twitter. I keep seeing these people hurt. I keep seeing people getting shelled and bombed. And what am I just sitting here doing nothing? I'm so angry at myself. I'm so angry at my powerlessness. I can't even do anything. I can't even talk to Nancy Pelosi and tell her to stop going to Taiwan as the U.S. president. I can't do anything, you know? I'm so angry. Imagine, man. Even the U.S. president has no power in this country. So how can a regular civilian have power? It's so like no wonder we're talking about nihilism at this point.
Yeah, I know.
The United States.
You
is
want
just
to help
3
Manar?
weapons
Absolutely. I'll
manufacturers
help.
in a trench coat, and all you can do is watch.
Guys, tell me what other interesting news are there? I covered this Iran rising, China, Taiwan. What other news are happening? What's happening in the world? What's interesting?
I mean, I think you covered everything that I've been paying attention to or been trying to pay attention to.
Anybody looked into the Forward Party? I have no idea.
But I don't trust it.
The
Yo,
Yang
but-
Gang.
Yeah. Also, hey, what's going on? Like, why does it seem like all the third parties are like imploding?
What's up,
What's
Among
that
Us,
about?
man? Among Us, man. I like your name, man. Hey, dude.
Doesn't it
what's up,
seem
bro?
like they're all imploding? People's
You're talking
Party
about third
imploding.
parties?
Green Party, I feel like, is losing clout. At least that's my sense.
Dude, actually, you're right. It's kind of weird. How the fuck? First of all, why the hell is Andrew Yang even starting in a third party? Why can't he just join one of those already created parties? That means they actually had no legitimacy, or maybe they are actually legitimate. I don't know. It makes why isn't he just joining the party? Why is he creating a whole new party? Second of all, it seems shady. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
Isn't he missing like a campaign platform too for his party?
What do you mean?
I
don't know
mean,
about that.
I mean Yang. Doesn't he like not have like a platform of like what he wants to?
Oh yeah. He has no
party?
policies.
Which seems weird because I like.
Well, that's how
Am
they
I
get
wrong?
you.
Well,
when
he's a
I
fucking
say I remember
centrist.
him like having like a whole like list of like policies that he wanted to focus on the last time he ran for president.
No, Roland. Jesse Ventura exposed this earlier on Sabby Sabs. Did you guys watch that interview?
I was gonna watch that. I didn't get to that yet on my stream.
Bro, he's a centrist.
Get to
Jesse
that yet.
Ventura is 100% centrist. You know that centrism is the worst ideology. The worst absolute ideology. Oh my god, what the fuck is this doing? Somebody's attacking me.
You're not
Whoa.
a fan of Jesse Ventura? Is that
Yo,
what you're saying?
somebody's doing crazy. How do you block this motherfucker?
What's happening?
Somebody attacked my
Twitch
chat,
chat,
dude.
someone being-
Holy moly.
Among Us Man
Being
41.
Mm-hmm.
Terror of Twitch.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, so what were we talking
Hopefully
about?
he
Sorry.
doesn't find me.
No, hopefully not. What were we talking about?
Some people are jealous.
What'd you say?
What were we talking about? We were talking about. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah. We were talking about Yang's third party and how he doesn't have a platform, right?
And how Roland didn't cover something on your stream yet.
Oh, right, Jesse Ventura.
Just-
Oh yeah,
being
yeah.
a
Centrism.
centrist.
Centrism
Yeah.
is
Centrist
evil.
Jesse. Yeah.
Centrism is evil. It's absolutely evil.
Sitting on
Yikes.
2 stools is dangerous.
It's the worst ideology when you have no center. The centrists are the only ones that have no center. They're waned any way you want them to go, and whoever has. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. These guys have no real solutions. They're just joking. They're just laughing at us. I swear, it's not a joke.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, but I was planning on watching it. What do he say that you didn't like?
So Jesse Ventura himself is a centrist. So that really
Yeah,
hurt
that,
me.
That doesn't surprise me.
That really
Well,
hurt
he's
me because
usually
how
an
the fuck do you
independent
think?
too, right?
How are you gonna change the world? How are you gonna introduce legislation that's in any way gonna be meeting the moment? Let's talk about at least for climate change. How the fuck are you gonna introduce any kind of legislation to meet the moment for climate change? Whatever it is, even if it is a hoax. How are you gonna do that if you're a centrist? You're literally, you do, as a centrist, it's the worst ideology. They literally never ever do anything like of actual substance. Everything they do is just tiny, small, and it actually doesn't answer it doesn't give an actual solution to the problems. Centrism is the worst ideology, bro. It's actually the worst ideology. And he actually supported it. He's like, this is the only way to go, and that's why he loved Andrew Yang's. He actually wants to endorse
Andrew Yang.
He wants to endorse Andrew Yang's third party. He's so happy with it. He's so fucking happy with it. He's ecstatic about it.
Wow, that seems really weird for Jesse.
When you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one.
Bro, centrism is the worst ideology. That's how we got here. Because only centrist legislation. Remember, the bipartisan legislation is the only the legislation that actually gets into Congress, and that's centrism, man. That's how we got here. It's the worst ideology. It doesn't answer any of our problems, and I don't know how obviously I don't know when was he ever a progressive. I don't think he ever claimed to be a progressive. I know he claimed to be left maybe, but I don't remember him claiming to be.
He was a libertarian.
Yeah, he's always claimed to be something, but he never ever said he's progressive, you know. So I just saw the interview and I saw Sabi's face, and she kind of looked sad, to be honest. Kind of like her hero kind of died in front of her.
Yeah, it was sad. I saw parts of it.
Okay, I gotta use the bathroom really quick, but I'll be right back.
No worries. What'd you say, Shlotsky?
Yeah, it was sad to see. I saw parts of it.
Yeah, I was just because it was during the Jimmy Dore stream, which was, conflicting. Manara, I think Jesse's simply confused what the forward party really is. I really don't think he's confused about it, man. I don't think these guys come out and endorse. I don't know, maybe they endorse based on personality. Maybe Andrew Yang gave him a really strong handshake. I don't know. And he's like, okay, I'm down. Do they actually do that? Because that would be insane. Because why is he even endorsing the third party? They have no policy. They don't even... How is he even confused about the forward party if they don't even have policies yet that they've endorsed? There's no confusion. There's nothing to get confused about. You get me? You get me?
What could you be endorsing?
Yeah, it's insane. I think... I don't even know. This political game is just such a joke. What's up, Shlotsky, man? Where are you from?
Washington.
Okay,
Pacific Northwest.
So Washington is just so fucking sexy. You guys have the best falafel. You know what I'm talking about? Georgetown falafel, right there at the corner.
Yeah, I may have even been there.
Bro,
I've been to different places all over, but yeah.
I remember the falafel store. It was fucking popping. Oh, man. Reminded me of the home. I swear it's exactly like Syria, Georgetown.
Must have some Syrians here.
Everything is brick.
I remember.
Yeah, all the houses are brick, layered, and then you go into Maryland. It's just like a rural town. It reminds me of my village. It's just so cool. And then,
Maryland? Oh, I'm talking about Washington
I'm sorry.
State.
I'm talking about Virginia. Sorry, Virginia.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm on the other side of the country.
Yeah. And
wait, your village? You said your village?
Oh, you're talking about Washington State.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Washington D.C. I was talking about Georgetown falafel.
Well, we have a Georgetown in Seattle too, so.
No, I was talking about the Georgetown falafel in Washington D.C. They have the fucking best falafel, dude. It's fucking fire. It's right on Georgetown Street. They have like a little house. You go climb up the stairs. It's like a falafel shop. It's always popping.
Oh my god, I've never had a falafel. Is it worth it?
It's so good. It's actually vegetarian. It's so good. I don't know. It's amazing. Full of protein. It's so good. It's just the only problem is you have to make sure you cook it with good oil.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know.
Shlatsky, what's popping in Washington? Anything crazy happening there?
No, I don't know.
I live here in Kansas.
What's happening in Kansas?
They're building new bridges so they can house the homeless.
I can tell you what's going on in Phoenix. There's been some monsoons dropping blankets of water and fucking up my internet for an evening.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys are actually flooding?
Yep. There was God, was it last night? I think it was last night. I kept getting alerts for flash flooding. Yep.
Is Lake Mead doing any better? I don't remember if that's in Arizona proper or
Is
not,
what?
but Lake Mead. I was hearing somewhere around that area it was really dry.
Oh, Lake Mead's up way northwest, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm in Kansas.
Let me
All right,
see.
boys. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this in a bit. So let's watch this. I want to react to this. I have a couple of questions. Glenn Greenwald asks Alex Jones. Remember Alex Jones, the right winger? He was interviewed by Glenn Greenwald, and you can't find the interview on YouTube. You cannot find it on YouTube, and this is the only place you can find it. So, are you guys down?
Wait, so Alex Jones and Glenn Greenwald were having a discussion recently?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't-
they
I
had the
didn't hear about
discussion,
this.
and it's a real interview. It's an actual interview. I think he was interviewed about a movie and just before his bankruptcy case or something. And so Glenn Greenwald had some interesting questions, and I want you guys to look at this because it's just going to show you the hypocrisy of these lefty channels calling anyone they want right winger. Because Glenn Greenwald and Alex Jones basically they agree on every point. Alex Jones doesn't seem that crazy, to be honest with you. And so it's just amazing how they can actually turn a persona into the devil. It's insane. You know how they
Alex
can make.
Jones gets a bad name, but he knows more about what he's talking about than people.
I mean, it's
realize.
pretty insane. I love that.
Yeah.
Glenn Greenwald gets it from the angle of the old Alex Jones, where he used to go into random, the occultist meetings, and he used to break them, and he came at it from that angle. So it was really nostalgic to see, and it reminded us of why we even started watching Alex Jones, why he even got famous. He was like the truther, if you guys remember. I guess he kind of did push it too much, but they just turned him into the devil, and they can turn anybody they want to the devil, and they can turn anybody they want to an
Oh
angel.
yeah, hell yeah! That's their that's the way they operate.
Yeah.
They don't like
really,
you. You call them out, and they destroy you.
really didn't like what he was saying. They had to attack him the hardest. I mean, he's crazy. He's a little crazy, but he's also not that wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah,
I'm not
agreed.
gonna sit here.
He's a little
and tell
out
you...
there, but he comes from a good place.
Yeah, he comes from a good. He's pro-truth. You know, I like
Right.
that. He has his opinion. Let him say it. We can disagree and agree, but we have to hear it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I really don't disagree with him a lot. I do disagree when he gets a little bit too much, you know, when he gets tinfoil hatty with the lizard people and
Yeah.
stuff. I
He
mean,
can
he's
get a
pulling
little
that right
spoiled.
out of Simpsons, you know. I think he's fucking around when he does that, you know. I don't think he's serious. It's
He
like me
really-
when
he
I
really
get...
embellishes
Meme.
his stories a lot.
Meme God.
Yeah, and maybe people just take it out too seriously. But yeah, so let's do this. You guys all agree? I'm gonna show you maybe 4 or 5 questions. We'll go through this and we'll just react. Maybe after every question, we'll see what you guys think. All right. So here's the interview. Let's start at 3:50. This is where the
Young.
interview really starts.
Young, pursue that kind of means, or
Can you guys
whether
hear this?
it was just so natural to your personality that you never
Although it's
even.
yet.
kind of quiet, but hold on, I can turn it up. There we go. I need to see if I can. I'm trying to throw Discord up on my stream right now,
Okay.
but I don't think I can do it.
Remember when Alex was only one going after the Fed
You-
Manara?
you do-
Oh man, I
Wait,
remember
do
old
screen
nostalgic
capture
Alex.
or window capture for Discord. I don't know. Can you do window capture for Discord?
Yeah, I think I could.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, I'm smart. I did it. Okay.
What did
I've
you
got it
what
on
did
my
you do?
stream now.
Okay, sweet.
I've got the Discord window on my stream because I'm a very smart adult.
Nice.
Roland, you sound like you're a doctor.
I sound like I'm a doctor. Hey, I'll say this. Most of my friends I went to college with are doctors now.
Bro, I would have been an amazing doctor, but I'll let it slide. They can have fun with their hearts and.
I didn't have money for school. I would have been an amazing
I know
doctor.
it's so hard to become a doctor in America. It's literally like the most expensive, hardest career. It's just
such a necessary field, and it's like, you want to? Fuck you.
In Syria, it's 4 years. In Britain, it's 4 years. Here, it's 10. It's fucking insane.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So you guys are actually, you might be surprised actually by this interview. There's going to be a lot of truth. And yeah, so here's the first question. I hope everybody can hear this.
Consider trying to pursue that kind of mainstream acceptability. Surrounded by Purpose America or like some Anderson Cooper type. And I'm wondering if you were aware of that potential and purposely chose to reject it for a different path, this kind of path of misfits and outcasts that we're surrounded by delightfully. Or whether it was just so natural to your personality that you never even considered trying to pursue that kind of mainstream acceptability.
So he's telling him basically what made you go independent. Basically, is what he's telling him.
Muted? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So he's asking him, basically, what made you go independent, right? Why did you go independent? Why didn't you join the mainstream media? You were such a nice guy. You look good. And you had some charisma. What's the deal? Why did you actually go independent?
Glenn, I was thinking about driving here today, what I wanted to say, and I forgot it. Thank God you brought that up.
Sorry, Schlatsky, you have something to say?
No, I love his voice.
Yeah.
Got that gravelly, deep voice.
Dude, my trainer at work, he sounds exactly like that. I love him, and he has the Texan accent and everything. I love him so much. You know, I love it so much.
No, seriously. No, it's really intuitive. My enemies say I'm this Lex Luthor mastermind, and I would love to say that. It's none of that. I could study the news and politics and read like books by Zbigniew Brzezinski, and like these were scary things, but I had no training, no idea, no plan. And this idea that like I'm this mastermind, it's the opposite. I mean, I can't balance my checkbook, you know, and so, and I'm not trying to put myself down. It's just like they literally think I'm like this evil mastermind.
That's so funny that he said that because he literally went to bankruptcy court after this.
And
wait, who is this person in the center?
I have no idea. I think she's just a moderator.
Okay.
Can't balance my checkbook, and they're just like attacking me constantly. Like, where's the secret? Where's the Russians? Who's giving the Mercers? Who's giving the orders? And I'm like, I was just covering the news. I was just giving my opinion on something, and so no, I had no idea what I was doing. I just was pro-America and like kind of a libertarian, and like didn't like Republicans, didn't like Democrats, and I was just watching all this happen. And I said, God, I get on Access TV because I tried to go to college and try to get an RTF job, and they're like, I'll take you 5 years to even do anything in radio. So I was like, well, I'll do Access TV. So it was basically, I had my own political beliefs that were just pro-freedom, and then I got involved and was immediately successful, and then I was like trying to like figure it out as I went, and I'm trying to be truthful, made a lot of mistakes along the way, but none of it was with malice. None of it was meant to hurt anybody.
Yeah, we're going to talk about...
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful for me to hear because it sounds like my story. You know, I'm all independent, 100%. Completely independent. I have to figure this out all by myself. You know, all you guys, your charisma and the big biceps. Bro, Roland, I saw your Instagram. You got fucking nice abs. But, bro, how do you get them?
Thanks for noticing.
How do you get them, bro? What the hell?
Tell all your single friends.
Bro, the abs are on fire. Holy shit, I saw it. Anyways, but bro, I can put you on a routine. You need to eat at least 1,000 more extra calories per day, bro. But I swear I'll get you huge. I'll get you huge.
Dude, I don't want to be huge. I just want to look fit. That I'm happy. I don't want to look like a meathead.
I want to be the biggest. Anyways, so what do you guys think? This guy is coming from the truth. He's like, bro, I just all of a sudden stumbled on this. I didn't come with any malice. He's so honest. He's so nice. Doesn't it sound kind of different than how our propagandists dies to depict him? You know?
Yeah. No, I just analyze the news and give my opinion. Like. That's what we're supposed to be allowed to do here, right? Just give our opinions.
Like, if you don't be independent, it's so easy to be corrupted. right?
I want to know, how do
Throw
you
in
get...
with Democrats or the corporate media or the Republicans. It's just the corruption gets to you like immediately.
Guys, how do you imagine corruption to be? Is it somebody walking up to you, or is it literally a donation, a super chat?
It's probably all. I mean, it has to be subtle, right? I mean, I don't think anyone starts doing the news and working for a big outlet, or goes into the Republicans or Democrats.
Sarang, I see you, bro.
Expecting to be corrupted, but because of how subtle it is and pernicious,
You liked my
it
sister-in-law,
just winds
huh?
up snaking its way into your brain without you realizing. And before you know it, you're doing what the donors say, because that's the culture in those kinds of apparatuses.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, I can see it. I can see it being a fucking super chat. Maybe super chat is to maintain it, but yeah, there has to be maybe an email, a correspondence first, and then that's how it would be funded. Just send them kind of $50 a day or whatever, or $500. But yeah, I bet you corruption is that simple. So yeah, so he's being honest here. He's telling you, look, I wasn't corrupted at all. And I just did this. I kind of stumbled upon this, but people just think of me as the devil. I want to...
Once you've got money coming your way too, suddenly, your paycheck depends on you saying certain things, right?
True. Yeah. Like, if I do a video about Jimmy Dore, I get more views. I gotta make more videos about Jimmy Dore. Do I sound like Sam Cedar? Wait, is that what you mean? Like, you just make certain content.
Sam Cedar.
Sorry?
No, I don't think you sound like Sam Cedar. That's what you're asking.
Well, no. Like, basically, like, if the
up...
content is making money, make more of it.
Right, bringing up the anti-Jimmy Dore point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Then things start to revolve around doing what makes sense financially, not doing what makes sense.
No, not at all,
according to
Sarang.
what
It's so much fun.
reality of
It's
the
actually the
situation is.
sexiest Arabic. It's the sexiest Arabic. No. It's better to learn that Arabic.
Yeah, mixing money with this stuff is dangerous, no matter who you are.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. The mixing of money and politics is a lethal combination.
I don't know. I think even though we say we're independent media, I think we're very open for corruption. I mean, especially when we get our donations from Super Chat. Sometimes in the Super Chat, he'll tell you, "Hey, be careful. Don't say this." Like for example, just an example. Radical leftist. I'm not gonna even say names. Somebody tweets at Jimmy Dore asking him questions about Nick Brana. They're kind of forced to talk about it. So it could be that simple. You know what I mean? Literally, the content is changing. Maybe if it wasn't $5, if it was 50 or 500, they would have actually responded. So maybe if there was enough monetary value, they'll actually reduce. You get me? Like, but instead they went ahead and refunded the money. You get me?
I get you. Has Jimmy Dore have any of those super chats gone through the Jimmy Dore about Nick Rana and whatever random bullshit he's got going on, or no?
The ones that I heard of going through were not read.
Yeah, because it seems like people are trying to like get through to him to like talk about Nick Brana's like sexual assault shit, but it seems like they're just ignoring it as best as they can.
Sounds good, Taru. Send it.
And if you expect the comment section to reflect the live chat at all, it seems like at this point they're starting to purge the
I'll
comments.
watch like
because we're not
15
seeing
minutes of
any
it, Taru.
comments about Nick Brana
So tell me
anymore.
the best part.
At least that's, again, what I heard.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Schlotsky even knows more about this than me. I really am not following that.
I
don't
usually
know how...
try to avoid talking about those things because I feel like there's always so much you don't know.
Yeah, I think the deal is, to be honest with you, I think they're on purpose not talking about this because they really can't. I mean, there's no new information. Maybe there's a case going on. Maybe it's literally he cannot actually talk about this or discuss this. You know what I mean? We heard there might be litigation and suing happening. So maybe that's what's happening. It's just at this point, to be honest, there isn't enough information from both sides, right? I mean, honestly, there isn't enough information in general about the situation because I don't know, maybe because there's a litigation happening, but honestly, I followed this rolling. Schlotsky, I followed this. There is not, I didn't, maybe somebody else has seen this stronger than me. I really didn't see anything, you know what I mean? It happens.
Is it going
Relationships
to
break.
court or trial or anything?
But there is incidents that she wasn't even able to finish the sentence on. So maybe that was something bigger. You get me? So maybe there's more that I don't know about. But yeah, I think there is a trial.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to get into it. I'd rather just let lawyers figure it out.
I think
I had
that's
an
what.
interesting
Sorry,
thought
go.
about it, though, that he brought up Chris Hedges as someone who speaks truth to power and how they're trying to attack him because he's like Chris Hedges. And I was just curious, why do we think it is that Chris Hedges hasn't gotten one of these allegations thrown at him? Is it because he's like a religious guy, a like pastor or whatever? I forgot a bishop, or not a bishop, but anyway, like someone that we wouldn't believe. Is that why, or there's something?
I get
more
you what
to
you're
it?
saying. So you're saying that there's some evidence of at least some promiscuity. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah.
There at least might be some evidence. That's why Shahir Batar.
Maybe
and
that's why
those
it's
guys-
happening here and not there. Because it's just he brought it up, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So Chris Hedges, I think, is doing a lot more than Nick Brana, but he doesn't have any allegations like this coming out against him. So, like, I can believe it. I get the false allegations bit and the COINTELPRO type shit, but
It could also be somebody could also argue that they already finished with Chris Hedges. They already got rid of him. They destroyed him. You know, they
they
destroyed his
banned
career.
RT and that's it.
You know, huh?
Yeah, got rid of RT and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, damn, when they got rid of RT America, I mean, that's it. Yeah. That was his last fucking avenue. I don't know if he's still on RT. Maybe he went to Russia or something. I don't know. But yeah, they're getting them. They're getting them in each way. So yeah. So I get what you're talking about, Shlatsky. You're saying there at least has to be a little bit of promiscuity, which is true. They literally were in a relationship together. We know that. But see, this is why I have nothing to say, because if you guys
To be
saw my
devil's advocate
relationship
against myself, I mean, it could just be completely as wrong, and you're right. It's just because it looks like it's more possible they're using this weapon here where it works and makes sense.
Exactly. So if you guys see my fucking relationship objectively, honestly, it looks horrendous from my side, guys. I'm like full on. You don't get to talk to me that way. You don't get to go see your friends. You don't get to. I'm 100%, and she's 100% down with it. And honestly, if for anybody else, it might feel a little bit weird, they might tell me I'm a little misogynist or something. So I get it, So that's why I really cannot talk at all about these. Literally, they were in a relationship together. It's so hard. After that, there's so much tension. I'm sure there were some issues that happened. I'm sure both of them made mistakes. So I really have no authority to talk about this. Even me, if you guys see me from far, you probably will tell me I'm making a lot of mistakes. So that's why it's just such a tough situation, and I think they did that on purpose, because I saw tweets just shredding MPP, absolutely destroying MPP just because of the Nick Brana incident. So if it was a kind of an operation, a PSYOP or whatever, then it did its job. Like, MPP has been absolutely dragged through the mud. Their name is absolutely... Nick Brana has to disassociate, or this party is absolutely. Even if he disassociates at this point, I think this party is done. So let's do this. Here. This is a nice question here, guys.
One of our good friends just went to the other side. I think we should have a moment of silence out of respect.
Wait, who's one of our good friends? Who went to the other side?
You check out the chat.
Wait, radical leftist Dylan actually sub?
Which chat?
No, she got a sub to Dylan. Now she's sharing Ukraine emotes in chat.
Woo! Woo! I can't wait till I get a sub to Dylan.
It's over, boys.
Damn it! I can't get a Dylan sub because I'm banned.
Wait, so they just bought her? They literally bought. That's how corruption.
Yeah, here's the corruption in action.
Literally in action.
Sell out, Nikki. Sell out. Sell out.
Literally
Sell
got
out.
bought out.
All it was a single sub.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's 5 or 50, but there's no more. There's no 500. It's very rare. Very rare somebody needs 500 to sell out. Lol, that's funny. That's hilarious. Okay, guys, come on. Look at this question. This is so
We'll
cool.
re-radicalize her. I think
You
we
need to
can
say
do it.
something in Dylan's chat along the lines of, "You're gonna name your first son Putin just to piss off Dylan."
Wait, you're actually streaming, Roland? Let me see. Where are you?
I am.
Dude, look at me. I'm at the top 5. Let's go.
Yeah,
What?
I'm riding on your coattails right now.
What? Bro, I swear to God, just hang out for a minute. I'll raid you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Where are you? I can't find you.
I'm just a small streamer. You can't find me.
You're literally the last one. No, I'm kidding. I can't even find you. I can't even. Oh, I found you. I
Marinara
found
man.
If you were the last one, I could at least find you. You're worse than the last.
you. I found you, bro. Oh,
How
look at
dare
this
you
sexy
insult
stream.
me like this?
What?
I thought we were cool.
I'm going in the ocean. This is amazing. Yo, everybody has to go in here and. What? This is
We're
insane.
crying and shaking right now.
Hey, Nikki, I was gonna watch Dylan's debate with Alex Stein on my stream. That looked like it was gonna be fun
is
because I only saw like the
amazing.
last like
Look at this
20 or 10
stream.
minutes of it
I loved it.
when he
It
was
great.
streaming it.
What an amazing stream.
Oh,
Yo,
we
what
got
an amazing
Streamception.
stream.
Now I can see my stream on your stream.
What an amazing stream. What? That's so cool, bro. Alright, anyways.
That's not that special.
That's so cool, dude. Actually, I like it. I like how you. I swear, I love your setup so much, dude. I'm like sexed up by it.
Dude, my setup is just the ultimate lazy man setup.
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
That's the
Okay,
best
hey, let's
setup.
listen to Glenn and Alex.
No, I want to
excited.
watch the
You
ocean.
don't work for
Okay,
this stuff.
let's do it.
Doing work is bad enough.
Like,
Doing work for free is even worse.
I know. Goddamn, I literally am doing this for free. This sucks.
I think that's the best way, though. That's corruption proof.
Yeah, exactly. But also, you go hungry easy.
When I began writing about politics in 2005, liberals hated more than anybody George Bush, the architects of the Iraq War. I began writing in opposition to rendition and the torture regime and Guantanamo and due process-free imprisonment. And it's just so striking that all the people back then who were implementing it, were advocating it, are completely acceptable, in fact, beloved in mainstream liberal circles. Liberals watch media outlets and consume media outlets that employ those people. As I was saying, I could interview all of them and I would be applauded by liberals, and yet you, who back in 2004 were saying, don't trust George W. Bush, his father was the CIA director, the Iraq war is based on lies, all things that ought to appeal to that sensibility of liberals, you are uniquely castigated and kind of cast out of good company to the point where you're one of the very few people that even journalists are told they can't speak to. Why is that? Why have you been identified as such a threat in a way that other people who actually have blood on their hands and wars on their legacy aren't even remotely cast out?
What do you guys think of an amazing question? Why are they attacking you over fucking actual war criminals?
Because they don't like anyone who calls them out and their bullshit. Obviously.
And I just got news. Les Bones says this is Alex Lee Moyer. She's the filmmaker in the center. This is Alex's Wars, the movie. That's why Glenn Greenwald interviewed him.
Oh, cool.
Well, I mean, that's a great question. And I again, only learned this, Glenn, through organic experience of it. But if I lied about WMDs, if I killed millions of people, I'm part of the establishment. But they're not scared of Alex Jones. They're scared of populist movements. And the fact that I wasn't left-wing or right-wing, the fact that I was just pro-America and pro-freedom.
That's very important, guys. Yeah. That's why they go after you. It's when you are not left or right, you're not worried about that. Exactly like me. You're just worried about bringing truth. That's when they come after you.
It really wasn't me. They just saw me as like the American people. And like, okay, this is...
Dude, I love how he recognizes it wasn't him. It was his speech. It was his ideas. It was his charisma that they were worried about.
Yeah, in addition to his ability to resonate with the people he was talking to.
Exactly. It's so amazing. So they actually recognized that. That's why they caught Jackson Hinkle. He actually had that charisma to resonate. He's this little white boy that's literally 22, so many people can look up to him, and he's like a white dude, so all Americans like if he can say he's patriotic and people actually don't laugh, and so he could resonate with all sides. That's why they had to attack him so hard. I promise you, It's not. It's because he did so amazing. He's literally. He could have done so much work. He resonated. He could. It's so easy for him to resonate, and they had to just topple him down. It's so amazing to see this.
True Strong is asking in chat, did Alex ever smoke? Do you mean cigarettes or pot?
He does kind of have that smoker's
Gravelly
voice, doesn't he?
cigarette voice, you think?
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
People produced. This is organic because they went and checked out who I was and knew I wasn't controlled. They're like, well, this guy just came out of the dirt, and so this is the enemy.
Dude,
And
he
so
is. He's
it's their
like this
hatred of
little
the
white
general
pretty
public,
boy.
Their hatred of the organic grassroots. It's not
Little
me.
white fuck boy.
It's their hatred of,
He's
of,
this
of
little
good,
fuck boy,
decent,
I swear to
classical,
God.
liberal Americans that want peace and want justice and want unity and want justice and want everybody to live in peace. We don't want to hurt anybody. We're not judging anybody. We want our freedom. And so that's what freaked them out. Like, well, this guy could get this popular, and he's just some idiot on Access TV. What are we gonna do? So I'm a symbol of their insecurity. I'm not that strong. They're weak, and that's what they're scared of.
They're weak, and that's what scares them. It's not that we are strong. They are fucking weak. And it's so true. It's so easy to topple these lies down and break them apart. When Yellen stands up and says we're not in a recession, and then the Fed right behind her says we are actually, she says we're not in a recession because the economy is not contracting, and then the Fed says we're raising the rate so we can contract the economy. It's fucking insane to see that, and they're so weak. It's so easy to destroy them. That's why they have to destroy us first.
Yeah, they're very detached from the consequences of their actions.
Do I love shmups? No, I've never played Darius. But yeah, this is amazing. It's so amazing to see how woke he is, dude. This guy, no wonder they hated him so much. One more, and then we'll be done with this, guys. Watch this. And I love Glenn Greenwald, his professionalism, nice questions, good attitude, amazing.
Dude, I would never want to get on Glenn Greenwald's bad side.
I know, who the fuck?
I would get eviscerated.
Yeah, bro, he's so...
Can you imagine making Glenn Greenwald your enemy?
Dude, he tweeted once and called he's called libertarians authoritarian, and it's so fucking accurate. And you have to understand that culturally speaking, from me as a Muslim, I can see the authoritarianism because they won't allow me in the future. They won't allow any religion. It's in general any religion. Liberalism won't allow any religion, but they're also attacking the Islamic religion, of course, because they don't allow any religion. So that's actually what unifies Christians and Muslims against liberalism, is they actually want to destroy them. And so I found it amazing how he actually caught that whole scenario in a tweet and just worded it authoritarian. I found it extremely accurate. And the guy's a fucking genius. He's an absolute genius. He's not even a journalist. He just... See, I see a lot of myself in him, you know?
He's on the right wavelength.
Yeah.
You think I was...
I mean...
Like he speaks
like
something to people, something they like to hear because they know it's not what they get out of the mainstream.
He's not award-winning for nothing.
Dude. But yeah, I can see myself being a small Glenn.
So there...
I have the same kind of charisma, don't I, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I would say I'm about 90%.
You got the charisma and the looks, Marinara Man.
About at 11.
Marinara Man.
I'm gonna dude, hey, listen, everyone gets my name wrong, so you're gonna be Marinara Man from now on.
Nice, I'm down with that. No worries, Roland, I'm okay with that.
That's my nickname for you, Marinara Man.
I'll allow it from you. All right, let's do this.
Right,
let's see. I actually don't know about this question. I think it has to do with January 6th, but I want. It's actually a really good question the way he's asked it.
Like, this is really great. I look like Jabba the Hutt up there, like on PCP or something. But the difference is, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, you know, imagine the people that know this stuff and they go, "I like this." Yeah.
Sorry, I started in the wrong place.
Let me talk about January 6th. It's obviously a prominent part of the film, and I think one of the things people probably don't know.
Big question. Do you like the shmups?
I saw the film was what a vocal
scariest
effort
game,
you
man.
made to urge the public to
right?
be nonviolent. At least
Yo, Let's Bones, are you gonna join
they
the
would
raid when we raid Roland?
strategically
You have to join.
backfire. Looking
Guys,
back
you ready to raid
on
Roland?
what happened with January 6th and the fact that most people there did heed those warnings to be nonviolent, but a few people didn't. And they were able to take that and kind of spin this insurrection narrative out of it that to this very day is the thing they're trying to have shape the legacy of the Trump movement and Donald Trump itself. Do you
What's
look
up,
back
Kazi?
on January
Karen
6th
Uzumaki.
as something that
Kosovo,
was
Serbia.
a
We
huge
just talked about it.
strategic error with regret, or do you think that it's basically been a media distortion that has
Hey,
taken
from
what was
Russia.
a good
Hey!
event and turned it into something darker?
You know, it's a paradox. The cool Republican thing is to say, we did a great job, screw you Democrats. But
welcome, Russians. Welcome.
We had so many other events around the country. And
Talk to me about Serbia, man. We need to talk more about Serbia.
Go haywire. I thought the police would be there and it would be controlled.
Isn't that interesting? He was cool with the whole protest, but he actually thought it would have a little bit more control. This is very interesting. Very interesting.
But it was a disaster. And then I get subpoenaed. I spent $500,000 with lawyers in the last year and a half.
It's because I think he actually pushed for the war for the protest because he saw Trump pushing for it too.
Federal government's FBI subpoenas just crawling all over us, and they just keep asking, "We want the Trump meeting where he gave you the orders." Like, I haven't talked to Trump like a year before.
Serbia is our brothers as well.
Truth. They have all my phone records.
So why did Kosovo broke away from Serbia, man?
I'm mad that we got lured into that trap.
Are we going to be able to bring them back? Is there a diplomatic solution possible?
Bigger
Karina,
than Pearl Harbor.
is there a diplomatic solution possible?
And Chuck Schumer's like, this was as big as Pearl Harbor and 9/11. No, dude. 3,000 people died at each event. This is not as bad as Pearl Harbor. It was terrible.
Big as Pearl Harbor. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about dramatic.
Propaganda, man. They gotta...
Dude, you remember when those fucking cowards ran away, like, in the halls of Congress? God damn. All you had to do was go down there and, like, greet them, and you would have been fine.
Dude.
But they're all fucking cowards, and they ran away because they thought something was going to happen. I swear, if you had just gone down there and greeted them, you would have been fine.
Yeah.
They probably would have had probably would have had a good conversation with them.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, they actually were hanging out with the cops at the front. Even after they broke the gates, they were just chilling. They really didn't want to go in anyways. They just wanted to see. They wanted to just be recognized. You know, I get it.
The contempt they have for us is real. I mean, how do we get them to believe it was so bad? Oh,
They ran away.
Remember
they know
that
how
bad
fucking
thing?
guilty they are. That's why they ran away.
What?
They ran
What
away
was
because they know they fuck everything up.
Yeah.
They know they know they're worthy of being hated.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, exactly. They would have gotten a couple of tomatoes. I promise you.
True Strong is so right. He says what Schumer meant was it was their own Pearl Harbor, which was an insult to those who suffered.
Exactly. I swear that's a perfect point. You have to understand when they talk about certain things, they mean other word. The definition is different than what we think it is. I swear, like when they say we're bringing democracy, it's really we're bringing war. That's what the fuck they're talking about. You get
Yeah,
me?
the double speak or news speak,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Exactly. When they say it's benefiting us and everybody in the world is screwed because the gas prices go up, it's really benefiting them, but it's not. We're not included in them.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're detached from the consequences of their decisions. They don't have to worry about,
Remember Pelosi's kente cloth kneeling thing? Yeah, they're known for being tone deaf.
Oh yeah, they think their little ceremonies make everything better too. Yeah, that's really.
Oh my God!
tragic.
Actually, I just remembered when Pelosi was saying, "Thank you, George Floyd, for giving up your life for justice."
Oh my God!
You,
Thank
now
you for
your
your
name will always be
sacrifice.
synonymous with. It was so unbelievable.
Thanks for your sacrifice. Oh
Yeah,
my
thank you for your
God!
oh my God!
Oh my God! No! Imagine if she said that about my brother. I would have jumped up on her. I swear to God. Oh man! I can't even say that out loud. Okay. I swear they're so they're so disgusting. They have no. It's her legacy. It's okay. She's gonna die soon. It's okay. But God damn it, dude, they're so disgusting. I mean, Biden's already done, right? He doesn't even know where he is.
Dude, 2024 is gonna be it's gonna be pretty wild.
Well, I guess if the centrist party takes over, we're fucked. We're fucking totally fucked, dude. Oh, holy shit. 100% there will be a nuclear war. The centrist party takes over.
God.
That's the only time there's bipartisanship. Is
The only bipartisan agreement we have is launching the nukes.
is selling weapons and selling war. That's literally the only
Yeah.
time we have bipartisanship. Is when we increase the defense budget, when we send more weaponry, when we introduce legislation to sell more weaponry, like the Lend-Lease Act to Taiwan right now.
What's the George Carlin quote about when Congress agrees on something, get ready for an extra big fucking? You guys remember that quote?
Oh yeah. Like
love
both.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember the details, but yeah, both parties are
Dude.
trying to screw you over, and
Carlin
if they both
was
agree
spot
on it,
on.
then it's extra hard.
What are we talking about?
Yep.
We're watching this video and reacting to it, and I think we're just gonna end here. I'm gonna get ready to rate you, Roland.
Oh great! Oh no, pressure's on. Now I gotta entertain.
I mean, just chill with them, man. Watch a couple of YouTube videos. The guys are tired as fuck. Their brains are filled with information from all the talk I've been talking. So just to kind of calm them down.
so their
Get them
defenses
ready
are
for
down
bed.
and their brains are programmable.
Yeah, exactly. They're done for. They just need to relax right now. Just play some like what is it called? Something music, bilateral music.
Bible. I have
It's
no
like
idea
a
what you're
weird beat,
Bilateral
for mind control.
Oh, binaural.
Binaural music. Yeah, just play that and calm them down. They'll be sleeping in no time.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Dude, I actually need to turn my alerts on. Looks like people are alerting me and shit. Where are you from? I'm from Syria. What's up? What's up, True Strength? All right, I'm gonna raid you. How do you do this again?
Here, I'll tell you how.
/raid, and then your name is Roland.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So guys, jump in on the raid. Get ready. Jump in, everybody. We're raiding.
Oh God, I'm so nervous.
We're raiding Roland. Get in, boys. I have to go. Ah, damn. Lesbone's not gonna be able to show up, but he'll be here tomorrow, hopefully. Good English. Thank you, sir. Is that true, Manara?
Oh wait, I know the Alex Jones.
Is it not true? There are some fools in the Middle East who think the nuclear bomb is some blessed
I missed the
message.
beginning
No,
of it.
no.
I didn't see
That's
the
not
first
true.
half
Nobody
either.
believes that. Nobody.
We can watch that.
All right. Everybody's here. We're ready. We're gonna send you about 12 guys. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. Mwah.
Thank you, Marinara, man. Love you.
Bye,
Thank you for
teammates. We'll
the
see you
stream.
tomorrow, man. We'll bring you
Love
more
it.
news. I promise. See you.
I'm really trying to sleep with it.
All right. You got him.
Oh God.
All right, boys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here.
Dude, I'll just lurk in your Discord chat rooms.
Yeah. Just hang out here if you guys want. If you guys want, just chill. Please, just chill.
Sweet.
I'm gonna get out of here, but you guys hang out, okay?
Okay.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
You get to be my co-host now.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, Schlotsky's fucking big brain as fuck. It's insane. It's insane.
Oh, I know.
It's so
You made
insane.
fun of me for having a big head as a kid. I guess now it's paying off.
I didn't mean it that way.
Finally paying off.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good.
All right, GG, boys. I love you guys. All right, take care.
GG.
Bye.
Good night.
See you, dude.
Amazing. We did a great stream. Thank you guys so much. I'm so humbled again for such an amazing stream. We had so much fun. I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna go eat, then sleep. Peace.